The following Sports Channel telecast is interactive. Don't just watch TV, play TV.
The following is a presentation of Sports Channel, celebrating 10 years of outstanding sports coverage.
It's been a rough road for the Chicago Bulls of late. The world champs come into tonight's game with a 3-game losing streak. And this could be the biggest test for Phil Jackson as he tries to rally his troops as they meet the Portland Trail Blazers. Wednesday night against the Lakers, Scottie Pippen led the Bulls with 24 points, while Luke Longley added 16. Cliff Robinson is having an all-star season for the Blazers, leading them with a 21-point-per-game average, while Clyde Drexler and Rod Strickland are averaging double figures as well. It's the final game of a 4-game homestand for the Chicago Bulls, who have lost the last 3. Tonight, a win against the Portland Trail Blazers would give the Bulls not only some confidence, but some momentum as well, as they are about to embark on another busy and difficult week. And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the Ford Dealers warm-up show and world champion Chicago Bulls basketball here on Sports Channel. I'm Steve Cashel. The Bulls are in a situation where they need to win a game and forget about all the uneasiness which has plagued this team since last Saturday. Portland comes in. Well, they've won 7 of their last 8, although they haven't won a regular season game in Chicago at the stadium since 1990. And for more on this evening's game, let's go courtside of the Chicago Stadium. Say hello to our play-by-play team. Here's Tom Dorr and Johnny Red Kerr. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Steve Cashel. Along with my partner, the Big Redhead, I'm Tom Dorr. And Johnny, we talk about the Chicago Bulls coming to this one struggling a little bit, especially in the last 3 games. You look at the last 3 and the 3 before that, and things just aren't going quite as well for the Bulls as they have been.
Look at the offense. The points per game, huge difference in what they were getting. Their field goal percentage is down. 3-point field goal percentage is down. The only thing that's the same is what they've given their opponents. But what a change it's been in the last 3 games offensively.
It's been a difficult time for the Bulls. I think everybody knows that. Tony Kukoc has struggled. Scottie Pippen has had some problems. The Bulls have had some injury problems. But now we come up against a team in the Portland Trail Blazers that are playing pretty good basketball, Redhead. They got 3 guys that just play outstanding. And one guy, Cliff Robinson's now starting to play quite a bit. But you still got the 2 guards that play great.
Well, you talk about Strickland, who is an outstanding guard for them. Rod Strickland and Drexler, who was a great matchup with Michael Jordan in the finals a couple years ago. They have done a great job. And then you mentioned Cliff Robinson. He changes that headband, generally different colors for different arenas he's in. He's playing a center position this year. Not many centers can guard him, thus his points are way up.
So the Bulls maybe get a little bit smaller tonight. We'll have to see how Phil Jackson matches up. This could cause some problems, but it can cause some problems the other way as well. All right, you ready? Let's take a look at our L.A. Gear game plan for this evening as the Bulls take on the Trail Blazers. Portland continue that board dominance and the Bulls transition defense. Portland may be one of the better rebounding teams. In fact, they are one of the best rebounding teams in all of the NBA. They want to continue that dominance tonight. They know Bill Cartwright's not going to play. Looks like Scott Williams may not play, and of course Horace Grant as well. So they want to dominate the backboards as much as they possibly can.
That's right. And then with the Bulls will have to get back because this team can really run. They get that ball off the board. They get it to Drexler, Terry Porter. They run. They fire threes. They play a scatter game with 3 forwards up front, 2 guards. Bulls have to be ready today if they want to break that losing streak.
All right, Chicago Bulls just about set to take on the Portland Trail Blazers. We'll send it back to the studio right now. Once again, here's Steve Cashel.
All right, Tom and Johnny, looking forward to this one. The Bulls still not bad at home, even though they lost the last 3. 20-7 home record. We'll have the presentation of the starting lineups from Ray Clay and then the opening tip coming up right after this. Sports Channel's coverage of the world champion Chicago Bulls is brought to you in part by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. By your local Chevy Geo dealers, good people to know when you're looking for a car. By the Discover card, it pays to discover the car that pays you back. By Head & Shoulders and Head & Shoulders 2-in-1, turns dandruff problems into great looking hair. By United, the airline that's uniting the world is proud to be Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies. By Montgomery Ward, where things are changing. By your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By Gillette Sensor and the Gillette Series. Gillette, the best a man can get. And by LA Tech Light Gear. You've gotta own the light if you wanna own the night.
You can see it on his face. He has run the human race.
You can see when a man has the best shave. He uses Gillette Sensor.
See the spirit, see the pride that comes from deep inside.
He adds Gillette Shaving Gel, the best gel ever, and Gillette Aftershave Skin Conditioner for maximum comfort. Together with Sensor, there's no better shave in the world.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud.
Welcome back to the stadium. Johnny, the Bulls are struggling just a little bit. You had a chance to get a visit before the ball game.
Yeah, I talked to Johnny Bach and I said, John, what gives with the defense?
Well, I think our defense has been as shaky as our offense, or as shaky as our team has been. There's an erosion that takes place. If your offense isn't balanced, you don't get back to play defense. If you don't play defense and you give field goals up or second shots up, then we are fighting much harder to get back to offense. And I think we're getting that whirlwind effect that we're on a downslide. And I think what we've tried to do is basically return to how are we going to play screen roll, how are we going to block out, how we're going to get back there and cover. And when we just start doing that again, I think we'll extend our defense and we'll be okay.
Good, John Bach, defensive coach for the Chicago Bulls, as the Bulls prepare to take on the Portland Trail Blazers. Bulls come into this one 37-19 in third place in the Eastern Conference, behind the Knicks, obviously, and the Atlanta Hawks, who we'll see twice next week. And boy, I tell you what, Portland comes in 35-22. They are sixth place in the Western Conference right now. And the Bulls, the Trailblazers, just about set to do battle here, and Horace Grant is here decked out. Horace will not play. Bulls will. All right, we're just about set for basketball. Let's get the introductions to the starting lineup. With that, here's Ray Clay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls welcome the world's greatest fans to the Chicago Stadium. Tonight's game is between the Portland Trail Blazers and your Chicago Bulls. Now for tonight's lineups. First, for the visiting Portland Trail Blazers. At forward, from Maryland, 6'8", Buck Williams. A 6'9" forward from Oklahoma, Harvey Grant. At center, 6'10" from Connecticut, Cliff Robinson. At one guard out of Houston, 6'7", Clyde Drexler. And the other guard, 6'3", from DePaul, Rod Strickland. The Portland Trail Blazers are coached by
Rick Adelman, hiding down in there somewhere, has got this team playing pretty decent basketball. They run, they move, and with Uncle Cliffy, as they call him, in the middle, this is a team that really goes small. All right, that's the starting lineup for the Trail Blazers. Now let's get the starters for the Bulls.
Cincinnati, 6'10", Corey Blunt. A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. The man in the middle from New Mexico, 7'2", Luke Longley. And guard, 6'6", from Arkansas, Little Rock, Pete Myers. A 6'2" guard from Iowa, B.J. Armstrong. The head coach of the Bulls is Phil Jackson.
So Phil Jackson tonight without Horace Grant, without Scott Williams, without Bill Cartwright.
Johnny Buck and Jim Clemens.
Bulls 13-12 this season against teams with winning records.
The equipment manager, John Lynn.
All right, let's take a look at our matchups now. Blazers go with Grant and Williams, Cliff Robinson in the middle, Strickland and Drexler in the backcourt for the Bulls, Pippen and Blunt, Longley in the middle, Armstrong and Myers in the backcourt.
Hold that a second, because the key players, Cliff Robinson and B.J. Armstrong, but we might see Longley go with Buck Williams. They may switch this around a little bit, Tommy, defensively.
Cliff Robinson has played in 387, B.J. 338, but I tell you what, Robinson tonight could be a big factor for this ball club, and so could B.J. If the kid can come out and hit some shots early, it makes a big difference. Trailblazers 4-6 on the road against Eastern Conference opponents. We'll see how well they do this evening. Our officials for this evening's contest, Hugh Hollins, Joe Forte, and Joe DeRosa. As we prepare for basketball here at the stadium. Boy, quite an ovation for Scotty when he came out.
That was great. And again, Corey Blunt will get the start here in place of Horace Grant and Scott Williams, both of them out. Luke Longley gets his second start, did a nice job with 16 points in that first game, but I would think they might match him against Buck Williams, who has not got a lot of outside range. He has to play near the boards.
So Longley and Robinson about set to jump center, and the tip controlled by the Bulls. B.J. goes on top. Corey Blunt brings it to the wing. They open it up. Now Longley comes across. Here's the reverse. B.J. comes off the screen. Scotty in the baseline. Pip look down low to Longley. Fakes the shot. Myers. 3 on the clock. Puts it off the board, and it just wouldn't stay in. And Buck Williams gets it out to Clyde Drexler across. Robinson lays it in.
And that's how quick they run when they get that defensive rebound.
And when Cliff Robinson is your center and he's leading the fast break. But the problem can be on this end for them. Longley takes him right inside to the basket, put it in.
That's what you have to do, make him pay. So they get a basket through their strength of running with Cliff. The Bulls go through the middle with Luke for the first two.
And your guess of the matchups is right as Drexler has it. Puts up a 3 and it rolls in. Clyde makes it 5-2 in favor of Portland. Scotty looking for the open man. Here's the reverse. Myers gets it back, takes it to the basket, double pumps, threw it to Corey Blunt. He lost it. Loose ball, still loose, and Clyde finally picks it up. Drexler takes it in, and B.J. in the way picks up the foul. There's the first foul of the game.
Can't quite get their hand on that ball. Drexler gets it, comes down the lane, and B.J. trying to stop this play. Tough to do. Drexler with 3. He struggled. He's been up, down, all around this year. Misses the first free throw.
Second one from Clyde. And it's 6-2 now in favor of Portland. B.J. on the wing. Corey Blunt down low with the post. Come out to set the screen. Scotty rolls off and almost lost it. Pippen makes the move, gives it off. Blunt on the baseline, and a foul call down there.
Drexler maybe on that.
Clyde Drexler. First team foul on Portland. Myers finds Corey Blunt, pulls with a fresh 24 on the clock. B.J. comes off the screen. And the rebound tapped, and Harvey Grant gets it. Out to Rod Strickland. Strickland makes the move, goes right to the basket and lays it in. And it is now 8-2 in favor of Portland. 2 minutes gone here in the first period. Myers on top, BJ. Luke Longley wants to post up, has it down low, waits for everybody to clear out. Backs in, spins with a left hand, comes up a little short.
Oh, missed the dunk. Yeah.
Here comes Drexler. He's got a Harvey Grant, gives it back to Strickland. Baseline Grant. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 9:38 left first period, and the Blazers take an 8-point early lead.
In the coming weeks, your host, Brian O'Callaghan, will be taking people from all walks of life on a test drive in a wide variety of Chevy and Geo products. You won't want to miss any of the features, the savings, or the fun on the Chevy and Geo Test Drive Show, sponsored by your Chevy and Geo dealers, with your host, Brian O'Callaghan.
Coming soon to this television station.
For years, I never even thought about it. Guess I just didn't want to face things. Yeah, I've been there. But now, my parents, they need real help. It's gonna be tight. We'll just have to manage somehow.
I got this guy at Payne Weber. Put me in a mutual fund for my parents. Same time he set up my kid's college fund.
That long ago? How do you know about your parents back then?
He asked.
The Double Sunday, available only at participating Chicagoland Baskin-Robbins stores. On Saturday, March 12th, when the Bulls battle the Kings. Do you think these two glow in the dark, Johnny? Horace Grant and Mark Brady are here. Look at that thing.
A contrast
Nice
in colors. Mark, what is that, fuchsia?
What color is that, Mark? That's beautiful. Corey Blunt with it on the right side. 10-2, Portland with the lead. Scotty brings it out. Blunt trying to post up down low. Shot clock at 7 as Corey puts it in. Corey Blunt from 16. And Pete Myers and Clyde Drexler doing some talking as they run down the floor. And watch out now. Something may develop here, and there's a foul call. Pete Myers called for the push. Clyde and Pete were pushing and shoving as they ran down the floor, and they're still doing a little talking back and forth. Harvey Grant gets it to Rod Strickland. Drexler stops, fires high. Archer rolls in. Clyde Drexler with a good start to the ball game. 12-4, Portland with the lead. BJ with it on the right side. Bulls trying to spread things out a little bit. Scotty goes around Grant. Double team. Comes inside to the basket. Puts it up. Couldn't get it. Rebound. Fought for. And Luke Longley puts it in.
Stuff that ball in there when you get that close. I mean, it puts a little fear into him when it comes sailing down there.
Bring the rim down,
yeah.
right?
Don't be no dainty guy in there. 4 for Luke.
On top, it's Robinson. Makes the move. The running one-hander goes in for Cliff Robinson.
They missed a shot.
Oh. Nope. They're 6 of 6. Corey Blunt with it down low. BJ going down low to Longley
Step over the
again.
top. There it is, Luke. Oh,
Jump
man.
hook tipped out. Luke got it back. Gives it to Scotty. Fakes the 3. They get the fresh shot clock now. BJ looking for the open man. Scotty puts up a 3. Top of the circle, and it goes in. Attaboy, Scotty. Scotty with his first points, and it's 14-9 now in favor of Portland. Drexler posting up with Pete Myers on him. Clyde backs in, pushes him off. Still has it on the dribble. Shot clock at 10. Spins inside, changes hands and puts it in. 8 points for Drexler now. And it's 16-9 in favor of Portland. Got BJ down in the post down here. Longley goes cross court. Scotty fakes the shot. Yep, trying to make something happen here. Stops, puts it up, back of the rim. Tip up, wouldn't roll in. Tipped again. Loose ball down there. Blunt puts it off. Luke Longley catches and puts it in.
All right, stay after it, keep it on the board, and you hear Luke.
16-11 now. Portland with the lead. Strickland stops, puts it up, and he's fouled by BJ and the kid. That's his second personal foul. Looks over to Phil Jackson and says, I'm okay, but guess what? Steve Kerr is coming in. So Rod Strickland will get a pair here. 16-11, Portland with the lead, 7 minutes left, first period. Fans enter the Bull sweepstakes to win a King Nissan 300ZX convertible, a Chicago Harley-Davidson limited edition Sportster, a dream vacation courtesy of IVI Travel, American Airlines, and Hyatt Hotels and Resorts, or many other great prizes. Simply fill out the entry form in the back of Bulls tickets or on Bulls pocket schedules for your chance to win. Got them both, make it 18-11 now in favor of Portland. Strickland with 4. Myers comes up high, uses the screen from Longley. Luke gets it down there. Jump. Hook.
Boy, Luke, all night. They got nobody that can guard him in there if he's very offensive-minded tonight.
Longley with 8 here, and it's a 5-point Portland lead. Strickland comes over the high screen. Buck Williams rolling down low. Harvey Grant comes off the screen. Williams on a baseline with Longley on him. Makes the move. Ball tipped. Will go out of bounds. With 7 on the shot clock, it'll be Portland ball.
You don't have to guard Buck Williams that tight. Luke Longley doesn't have to get right up on top of him when he's out there 18, 19 feet. Make him hit that one first. He likes to put it down, jerk it around a little bit, and get that little layup that gives him that high percentage field goal.
Where do you pick him up? 13, 14 feet, something like that?
Yeah, good hand. Make him hit one on the outside.
Run the roll play as Robinson has it on the right side. He'll put up a quick 3.
He can do it. That's the wrong guy to test.
21-13 now in favor of Portland. Robinson with 7. Longley comes over to set the screen. Scotty trying to split him. Finds Myers on the right wing. Pete had to go back and get it. Longley gives off. Pete takes it to the basket. Dishes to Corey for the slam.
All right, looking good. Now you hope that picks up a little bit. The intensity rubs off for him defensively now.
Strickland takes it right in, runs over Longley. Put the shot up, no good. Rebound swatted away by Longley. Here comes Steve Kerr down the floor. Myers takes it in and is fouled. Harvey Grant will pick up the personal.
Well, a good play here on this end by Luke Longley. Luke Longley with his 61st block. He ties Horace Grant. The shot is missed around, and as it picked up, Buck Williams out of here. And then they go down the other end. And it's going to be a nice little drive by Pete Myers, and Pete Myers is going to get fouled on the way in. He goes up in the air, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Sports Channel would like to welcome our affiliate Jones Intercable and viewers in Naperville, Illinois.
That was on Grant. I think you mentioned that.
21-16, Portland with the lead here. Strickland brings it across the timeline. Grant comes off the double screen, fakes the shot. Baseline, Robinson, high arcer. No good, rebound, and Steve Kerr went flying as Drexler came over the back to get that one. Baseline, Harvey Grant puts the high arcer up. Rebound tapped up, here comes Scotty. Pulls a 3-on-3. Cross court, Steve Kerr, 17-footer, off left.
Take it up, Luke.
Rebound, go up strong.
Ah, boy! That's a show it, huh? That's what you got to do, and they'll have a little respect for that to try to keep him off the boards. Now Luke with 10, and listen to this crowd as he got him going.
3-point Portland lead now. Strickland has it on the wing. Goes baseline, gives it back. Cliff Robinson from 17. Longley with a rebound, and Buck Williams gets the foul. Good, strong rebound from Longley, and they are, for standing up here, they like this so much.
He's going to have a field day in this situation if he keeps moving himself in that lane offensively. Adelman will have to worry about it because they're trying to take advantage on the other end with Cliff Robinson, but they haven't been able to do it so far.
Bulls dominating the points and second chance opportunities. Scotty drives inside, switches hands, comes up shy, and the rebound pulled away by Williams. Strickland down the floor, finds Clyde, and Harvey Grant will drop it in. 23-18, Portland with the lead. 4:25 left here in the first period. Here's the reverse. Longley finds Corey Blunt. Back to the rim and Rod Strickland there. Portland leads it by 5. Strickland gives back. Drexler looking for his second three.
It's 3 threes in this quarter. Strickland does it great. He breaks you down, kicks it back out. Drexler with 11. Wow.
Terry Porter set to check in. Kerr top of the circle. Brings it back over the right wing, and the Bulls set up the triangle. Blunt looks for the open man. Finds Longley. 16.
Whoa, way out.
Yeah, that's a little out of his range, maybe. 26-18, Portland with the lead. Strickland stops, 16-footer. Rebound tap, Longley gets it. Out to Steve Kerr. And Portland gets back very quickly on defense. Bulls corner it up. Myers comes off, makes the move into the corner. Steve Kerr on the opposite side puts it in. And Portland wants a timeout. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left first period. And the Blazers lead the Bulls by 6.
Play the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery and you could win up to $1,000 every week for the rest of your life. That's every single week, every month, every year, for life. Imagine it, a lifetime of winning with just one scratch. Win for life. 1 ticket, $2, and win up to 6 times with a top prize of $1,000 a week for life. Got a second? Play this instant.
It's tea time, and we've got slam jamming, high flying, alley-ooping, fast breaking, tray shooting, face packing college action as March Madness hits Sports Channel. It's the MCC quarterfinals, live Sunday starting at 5:30.
Our NBA coverage doesn't end with the Bulls game. On tonight's Sports Channel report, highlights from the Hardwood plus Phil Jackson's post-game news conference.
When it comes to automobiles, there's only one, Bob Rohrman.
There must be a reason. There must be a reason why people come from all over Chicagoland to buy a new Toyota at Toyota of Westmont. The reason is we make it easy for you to own a great new Toyota. Like Toyota Camrys at this great price. And Toyota Corollas at this great price. We make it easy at Toyota of Westmont, 276 East Ogden Avenue. We make it easy.
Sports Channel, there when it counts.
We're back at the stadium. That's Dr. John Heffern, the team physician. Did a nice job on my hip this summer, and he's keeping all the guys healthy. 2 seats away is his wife, Mary Ann. Mary Ann, happy birthday to you. Yeah, she darling. And also happy birthday to Megan Colleen Mary Kerr, who'll be about 4 tomorrow. So.
About 4.
1 for each name.
Blazers, first 4 minutes, 8 of 8 last 4 minutes, 2 of 7. Mark Bryant and Terry Porter check in for Portland. Phil Jackson keeping him in for a while. You had talked about Luke Longley, and we hope he doesn't get tired.
Yeah, getting some good minutes. Now he'll go against Bryant as a little bit stronger player, physical player.
Tony Kukoc checks in for the Bulls. Corey Blunt will sit down.
Now we got to get Tony that touchback, that not indecisiveness on offense. And just
make all the difference in the world, wouldn't it, Johnny?
Oh yeah.
Williams finds Drexler. He's one-on-one on the side with Pete Myers. Spin. Good defense by Pete. There's not much you can do there.
He was right in his face. 13 for Clyde here.
Blazers with an 8-point lead. Longley takes it in.
There you go.
Hook.
That's it. You got that. Take a good look at it. So it's a war here between Drexler with 13, which we expected. But how about the 12 by Luke Longley? Surprise bonus, huh?
Porter drives inside, dishes off, finds Bryant in the lane, puts it up.
Oh man, have they made some shots?
Throwing them in. Blazers lead it by 8 now, 30-22, 2.5 left here in the first period. Scotty looks for the open man in the corner. It's Kukoc. Longley out to set the screen. Luke backs in. Gives it back to Myers. Luke wanted it a little closer. He drives inside, double pumps, and by Drexler there.
You go to right side on that play, they may have a shot at getting the basket if he's finished on the wrong side.
Harvey Grant goes on top. Bryant right side for Porter. Steve Kerr right there on him. Porter pushes off. Offensive foul.
Good play. They knocked that one in too. What are they, 10 out of 12 there, Tom?
Yeah.
Or 12 out of
18.
Well, I can't remember him missing one now.
A couple blocks, I guess.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Even when they get fouled, they knock them in.
Yeah. Pip with it on the wing. Bulls set the double screen for Steve Kerr. Comes around, goes baseline. Gives it back to Longley. Found Scottie Pippen down low, off the glass and in. 5 points for Scottie now, and it's back to a 6-point Portland lead. Buck Williams, high arcer, back of the rim. Pete Myers with a rebound. Gets it ahead to Scottie. Takes the shot, looks for the open man. Down low, Pete Myers rolls it in. And the Portland lead is down to 4 now. Minute 15 left here in the first period. Porter with it on the dribble. Steve Kerr right there. Bryant comes over to set the screen. Mark Bryant on the baseline, 16-footer. Funny looking shot, but it went in. 32-26, under a minute left now in the first period. Kerr on top, drives inside, looks for the open man. It's Scottie on the baseline, puts a shot up, and Scottie drops it. 7 points for Scottie. The lead back down to 4 now. Phil Jackson up, coaching the defense. Porter down low. Drexler puts it up. Tony with a block. Drexler knocked it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulls.
Okay, let's see. Tracy Murray comes in the game here for Buck Williams, and now Bill Wennington's going to streak in here for Luke Longley. And let's see if the Bulls try to go 2 for 1 here. 37.4 on the clock.
What an ovation for Longley. Tony with it on top. Makes the move, goes by one, comes inside, and he's fouled as he goes to the basket. Tracy Murray picks up the foul as he just checked in his first 4th team foul, and Tony Kukoc goes to the line.
Boy, Tony makes a good fake. Now breaks down the middle, and they go after him really hard. Tracy Murray, that was, I'll tell you, Bryant was all over him on that. So he'll shoot 2 free throws, and they may get a chance to get it back. There should be about 4.7, almost 5 seconds difference. Come on, Tony, knocks that first one in.
See Tony about 12 points and 4 rebounds at the average. Drexler there for the rebound. 3-point Portland lead. You say just a little over 4 seconds difference. Shot clock, game clock.
Drexler going to go down on Myers here, it looks like.
He's got it on the wing. Bryant comes out to set the screen. Wennington comes over to help. Throw it down low.
Travel. Yeah, big time travel.
So the Bulls will get it with 8.2 seconds remaining.
Most points scored by an opponent here in the first quarter is 34. They upped the tempo here, and guess what? The Bulls seem to like it this way too. This is a lot of points for them in the first quarter.
Scottie comes in, fakes the shot, gives it to Myers. Pete in the lane, dishes up. Wennington for the jam.
Nice finish.
Just over a second left here. Murray gets it, runs over Tony, and that's the end of the first period. We've played 1 period here at the stadium in Chicago, and the Portland lead over the Bulls is down to 1.
A 1,000 flights coming and going every business day, fanning out nonstop to over 135 cities. Covering the sky with more flights to more cities from O'Hare than any other airline. A kaleidoscopic array that could only be brought to you by United and United Express. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
People say it's what's inside that counts. Well, people, I got a confession. You
never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Don't let flakes be the first thing people see. Head and Shoulders helps prevent flakes. Doesn't just rinse them away like regular shampoos. It's like no other shampoo in the world.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
The really great teams go all out. They never let up, not for a second. That's why Electric Avenue beats the pants off the competition.
Mike, Electric Avenue has all the top brand names in electronics and appliances to beat the competition at every phase of the game. Like Sony, Panasonic, RCA, Apple, Maytag, GE, and Electric Avenue will beat any competitor's price guaranteed.
Teeny little guys, weren't they?
Taste the sound, you can hear it.
Feel the crunch, lift your spirit.
Nestle Crunch. Crispies make the chocolate so scrumptious and give your spirit that lift.
Get the scrumptious feeling of a Nestle Crunch.
It's nice to see the old barn, isn't it? Outside it's a little chilly. Inside, how about Portland? 13 of 21 from the field and 8 inside points. 62% from the field. The Bulls, 14 of 28. I think you can figure that out. And 20 inside points. So the Bulls with a strong first period. Now, offensive rebounds. Bulls 7-2. Second chance points. Look at the 0 for Portland and 9 for the Bulls. John Paxson in for the Bulls. And Jerome Kersey is checked in for Portland. Strickland has it on the wing. Bryant comes over to set the screen. Wennington helps out, makes him pick up the dribble. Bryant on the baseline, looking for the open man. And Tony comes over, knocks it away. Nice defense, Tony. Portland belong to the Bulls.
So Tony's got a block here. His defense is picked up here to good intensity. Bulls have a chance to take the lead here, Tom.
11 minutes. 38 seconds left here in the first half as Kerr has it. Tracy Murray playing Scottie Pippen, deny defense as Wennington gets it down low. Finds Tony in the lane. Tony bump. Couldn't get the basket, but he'll go to the free throw line again. And as you said, the chance to give the Bulls the lead.
Kersey on his first foul. Tony's twice gone down the lane and been able to draw fouls on the opponents. They're trying to take advantage of Tony, but his defense has been very good tonight.
And Tony will tie it. And there is the lead we talked about. 33-32, Bulls with it. Porter with it on the wing. Goes baseline against Paxson. Get Pax in the air. Back to Kersey. Cross court Murray. Kukoc comes over to help out an air ball. Kersey catches it, puts it in. And Bill Wennington will pick up the foul.
Bulls not alert that time to the basket being short. Scottie fell down, and as he slipped, Murray sort of just flipped the ball up, and it was very short over Tony's outstretched hand. Everybody taking a look at it, and Kersey picks it up, throws it in, and draws a foul.
35-33 now, Portland with the lead. Kerr finds Scottie on the wing. Murray right there defensively. Wennington open on the baseline. Takes the 15-footer, goes by, takes it to the hole. What a job by the two Bull centers that have played so far.
They've got 16 between them. That's a lot of points out of this center position for the Bulls.
Strickland drives, puts it up, couldn't get it. Wennington with a rebound. Gets it out to Scottie. Bulls running now. Right side, Steve Kerr.
Pax, take a look at it, John.
There's the three. On line, but a little shy. Wennington with the save, but throws it to Bryant. He was going out of bounds. Strickland gives it back. Finds Murray for the three. They've been raining threes, Johnny.
Murray has been shooting three-pointers lefty and righty before the game. He put 20 points on the board in their last game off the bench.
Tony sets the screen. Wennington wanted it down low, has it. Turns, looks for the open man. Finds Tony. Kukoc splits the defenders. Back to Scottie. Wide open three. Just off, and Strickland there. Portland with a 3-point lead. 2 minutes in here to the second period. Bulls wanted a walk call. You could probably hear that as Bryant goes inside and rolls it in.
Bryant with 6 points. That's a big bonus for them. And that's a difference in your game.
A 5-point lead by Portland as Steve Kerr has it on top. Bulls look for the reverse. Tony sets the screen instead. Gets it back. Goes by. Drops it off. Nice pass to Scotty for the slam. Well, Tony may not be hitting shots, Reds, but he's drawing the defenders and finding the open man.
Right, he's creating now, making them play some defense, and you got to be ready now for that little pass off.
Scotty with 9 as Kersey has it in the wing. Down low, Murray puts it up, and Hugh Hollins calls the foul on Scottie Pippen, and Scotty thought he just stood there. But Scotty will pick up the foul, his first second-team foul on the Bulls.
Pass down under. Scotty takes a swing at the ball. Now he waits. So now he jumped into me. But Murray.
Phil Jackson walking over to Hugh Hollins. Makes his point known. Play score points with Mr. Submarine and Toronto Baking Company. The March 8th Bulls-Hawks game. (42-37) now. Portland with the lead. Kukoc with it on the wing. Tony looks down low. Wennington comes out to set the screen. Tony looking for the opening. There's Bryant on him. Shot clock at 9. Stops it. No. Goes inside. Scotty makes the move. Dishes to Wennington. Another slam.
Well, a lot of action passing underneath. That's what you have to worry about, the 3 seconds, but a nice job.
Portland lead back down to 3. Strickland drives in. Porter for 3. And got to be a foul on Bryant. It was. He pushed Bill Wennington out of the way.
Second team foul. John, let's see, what do we got here? Nobody. Just a lot of players walking around, I guess. Rick Adelman. Former Chicago Bull player.
Portland leads it by 3 as the Bulls bring it in. Portland 4 of 5 from 3-point land. Bulls 1 of 3. Steve Kerr finds Kukoc. Tony with a long 2. Scotty fights for the rebound, but Porter was there. He'll push it up the floor now. Runs into Paxson down low. Knocked away, loose ball, but Strickland gets it. Porter throws it in. Porter makes it 44-39 now. Kukoc turns and looks for the open man. Wennington into the corner. Steve Kerr fakes the shot. Goes by Strickland. On top, Paxson. Down low, Tony. Kukoc and Jerome Kersey will pick up the foul.
So the third foul, second on Kersey.
So the Bulls get a fresh 24 on the shot clock now. 44-39, Portland with the lead. Pax goes down low. Bill Wennington with it. Wennington starts to move in, finds Scottie Pippen, fakes the shot. On top, Steve Kerr comes around the screen, double team. Tony with 11 on the shot clock. Backs in, takes it to the Bulls. It is
5 for Tony now. Bulls back to a 3-point deficit.
Strickland from 16. Rod Strickland very calmly throws that one in. (46-41), Portland with the lead. Strickland with 6 points. Pax finds Kerr, right wing. Steve Kerr, the fall-away jumper, and Bryant with a rebound. 5-point Portland lead here. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first half. Kersey has got John Paxson on him. Backs in. Kersey throws one up. Bad shot. Wennington had the rebound. Tipped away, loose, and it goes to cross court. Terry Porter for 3. Back of the rim. Murray with a rebound.
Well, Bulls not covering the outside.
Scotty tried to get the steal. Strickland delivers to Bryant for the jam.
You got to have a timeout, Phil. Those guys are just in wrong spot at the right time.
Portland with a 7-point lead. 6:44 left in the first half.
A battle is raging in the Alaskan wilderness. Aegis Oil has all the manpower.
Need a miracle to stop us now.
But the one man they don't own
Don't go away.
has all the firepower.
Find me a buddy or find me the man.
Steven Seagal, Michael Caine.
Gotta be quick.
On Deadly Ground, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Let's talk business. You have your office. I have mine. You want to win, you got to have the right players. The right shop copier can boost productivity and save you money. Whether it's the most reliable high-volume copy ever tested, a modular system you can grow with, or the convenience of a compact. Call for Shop's new winning game plan video. It'll help you pick the right shop copier. That's what it takes to win it all.
Todd here gets to work every day in a Pace van pool.
Hi.
Big question, who picks the radio station?
We're pretty much all into heavy metal. Except her.
Now, Todd, did you join the van pool to bond with your fellow workers? Oh, then perhaps it was an environmental decision in response to the Clean Air Act.
The what? Look, I drive. I get to keep the van on weekends. Free.
Oh, playtime.
Yeah, I play moving man, plumber, handyman, soccer coach.
Let's not be bitter, Todd.
On Friday, April 1st, when the Bulls battle the Pistons, it's Gatorade Mini Basketball Night. The first 5,000 kids, 14 and under, will receive a Bulls Mini Basketball compliments of Gatorade.
Welcome back to the stadium. It's a good thing the Chicago Bulls are off to a good start offensively tonight. You see, this basketball season, the Portland Trail Blazers are 18-3 when they hold their opponents to under 100 points. As a matter of fact, under Rick Adelman, lifetime they are 123-17, and it should be noted 5 times since the All-Star break, the Bulls offensively have failed to reach the century mark. Tom and Johnny?
Right now, the Bulls with 41 points, 6:44 left. Here in the first half as B.J. Armstrong checks back in. Corey Blunt. This period, Portland with 7 rebounds to 2 for the Bulls, so Phil Jackson calls the timeout. And the team comes out with a little different look here. B.J. Wennington gives it back to Pax. Comes over to set the screen. Tony on top. Starts to make the move. Baseline, B.J. Kidd high. Archer couldn't get it. Rebound. Brought down by Harvey Grant. Down the floor, Strickland takes it in, and it comes out. Corey Blunt fights for it, loses it.
Look at this. There's a block.
Woo. Ahead to Kukoc. Tony with Pax on the left. Finds BJ, the kid. Drives inside and comes up short. Buck Williams with another rebound. 48-41, Portland with the lead here. Porter. Stops, takes the 20-footer, comes up short, Pax with a rebound, wants BJ to run, bounces it to the kid. BJ takes it in, put it up, and
out and
out
in.
of bounds.
He went out and came back in. They'll turn it over. So 2 times BJ tries to get the shot to the hoop, and it's not there. Now let's go defense, says Phil.
48-41, Portland with the lead. Strickland as Robinson comes out, fakes the screen. Draws the defense. Robinson drives, puts the shot up, and he's fouled. Corey Blunt will pick up the personal.
3rd team foul, first one on Corey, and
Clyde Drexler comes back in. Terry Porter will sit down.
Robinson shoots 2.
Robinson hits the first, he'll get one more. 49-41 now in favor of Portland. And they hit the half-century mark. BJ brings it across the timeline, back on top for John Paxson. Bulls spread it out wide to start. Kukoc gets the screen. Starts to drive, stops, looks for the open man, finds Corey Blunt, has his shot partially blocked. Corey down low, puts it up, couldn't get it, but he'll go to the line.
Stay right on it, Corey. Keep going back at it.
The Trailblazer personal foul on Tracy Murray.
Tracy Murray picks up his second.
Tony up, and then he drops it down to teammate. Corey Blunt tries to go up with it, and gets it blocked, then comes back, gets his ball back, and his first free throw is around and through.
Pete Myers comes back in. John Paxson will sit down. Corey hits them both. 7-point lead now for the Blazers. 50-43, 5 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the first half. Strickland looks for the open man. It's Drexler on top. Puts up a three. Off the rim, Wennington with a rebound. Gets it out to Myers. Pete looks to make the move. Waits for somebody to get open. Wennington comes down low. Blunt goes out to set the triangle. Cross court BJ. Baseline 17-footer good for the kid.
First deuce by BJ and brings it back to a 5-point deficit.
Robinson trying to post up. Wanted the ball out there. Now there to set the screen. Goes baseline wide open. Comes up short. Rebound Corey Blunt. Out to Myers. Pete takes the shot. Kukoc, Tony. Drives in and is fouled, and Cliff Robinson hit him hard. Harvey Grant will come back in. Tracy Murray will sit down.
Tony down the baseline past Murray. He gets in for the shot, and Cliff Robinson takes a good shot at him and gets his first.
Tony makes it a 4-point Portland lead now. 50-46. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, this is what the Bulls are used to the first half of the season anyway, till the All-Star game. Tony coming in and giving his team a surge offensively, moving the ball and putting some points up on the board. So he seems like he's got it together. 7 points for Tony.
3-point Portland lead coming up on 4 minutes left here in the first half. Robinson trying to post up. Gets it down low. Fadeaway jump shot. Cliff Robinson drops it in. He got great position, pinned Corey Blunt, and it was pretty much over from there. Armstrong finds Wennington. Bill down low. Tony with a quick shot, it just wouldn't fall.
Had the good pass underneath. And
Strickland drives in, takes it to the hole, and couldn't get it. Rebound fought. And Corey Blunt comes out with it again. Gets it to Myers. BJ running hard down into the corner. Tony starts to make the move, picks up his dribble. Myers in the corner, shot clock at 10. Corey spins, had it knocked away.
Corey, take that little step and just a little baby hook. Well, he and Horace, neither one of them take that little turnaround. We got a timeout.
Timeout Portland, 3 minutes, 22 seconds left first half, and Blazers hold on to the lead.
My grandfather started the business not long after he came here. I've been running it now for 6 years. For me, there's a lot of pride in it. I've been given something that 2 men spent their entire lives building. How will it turn out under me? I think about that. About my family, 200 people that work here. And I can't help but think about my grandfather.
It's your life's work. Does your bank understand that?
The Bulls and Hogs. It's live Tuesday at 7, and it's only on Sports Channel.
Tonight's Sports Channel report hits air right after the Bulls-Blazers game. We've got scores and highlights of round 2 of the high school boys basketball tournament, plus the Cubs and Sox in their exhibition openers.
But on this day, my fellow Americans, celebration of freedom.
Sunday, April 24th, it's Sharp's Lapel Pin Day. Go Bulls!
Sports Channel, there when it counts.
Well, that young man's come a long way. He used to be a ball boy when his dad was coaching for 8 years here. That's Kip Motta, assistant coach of the Portland Trailblazers. Kip Motta, his dad, still the all-time leader in wins for the Bulls.
And Portland having a little trouble of late. Made 2 of their last 11 in the last 5 minutes.
It's been a little trade-off. The Bulls have made 1 of 7, and Luke Longley comes in with Scottie Pippen.
52-47, Portland with the lead. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Williams turns and looks, gives it back to Strickland. Robinson with Corey Blunt on him. Backs in. Blocked away. Robinson tried to get it back. Pete Meyer down the floor. Looks for BJ. The kid has to go to the corner. Scotty wants to post up long.
Oh, look at Luke.
He's got Drexler on him.
Take the step to the middle.
Gives it to BJ. Dish off. Corey Blunt takes it in, has it blocked. Goes up again, and this time he's fouled.
Oh, man. Luke Longley came down the middle that time, was wide open. Nobody picked him up, and then Drexler picked him up. Then the motion. BJ down to Blunt. Blunt puts it down, gets it blocked the first time. When he gets it back, he draws the foul the second time, and they'll shoot 2 free throws. Harvey Grant back in the ball game.
Corey hits the first. Hey, coming up tomorrow on Sports Channel, it is truly Slam Dunk Saturday. Live at 1. Dayton is at Notre Dame. At 3, live, the IHSA Girls Class A Championship game. At 5, live, St. Louis at DePaul women's basketball. And then at 8, Memphis State will take on the DePaul men's team. All that live tomorrow right here on Sports Channel. Longley gets it down low. Big Luke starts to back in, turns the other way off the glass. Couldn't get it.
The hook, where's the hook? He came back and made a hard one out of it.
Drexler gives it back. Buck Williams over to Strickland. Drexler drives in, finds Harvey Grant. Comes up shy. Harvey Grant with his rebound. Puts it up, missed this one, but Buck Williams is there to put it in. 54-48 now, Portland with the lead. Lob to Corey for the slam.
Very Blunt, nice effort here in the first half, 7 points. The Bulls trail by 4 again with 2 minutes to play here in this quarter.
2 minutes left here. Strickland comes around the screen, finds Robinson. High archer. Pete Myers with a rebound. Bulls can cut it to 2 now. Myers pushes it down the floor. Gives it off and he walked. He traveled.
Too fast. He couldn't control himself. Really taking it hard. Well, I have to wonder. Luke came back. He had that ball. He was going to take that little baby hook over the middle, and he came back for an off-balance jumper.
Blazers lead it by 4. Minute 40 left here in the first half. They come out and set high. Strickland gets Drexler to pop out. He's got it. Down low, Strickland and B.J. Armstrong will pick up the foul, and B.J.'s picked up his 3rd personal foul.
First in the last 2 minutes, so it'll be a non-shooting foul. Steve Kerr, hurry up and try to get in the game. So B.J. sits down with 3 fouls. He's got 2 points here at halftime.
They get a fresh 24. Minute 33 left now, first half. Strickland gets Drexler to pop out. Down low, same play on the other side. Strickland gives back Robinson, right side, Drexler for 3.
Yes, sir. Another one. 16 for Drexler.
Time for Longley to answer.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr, right side with it. 7-point Portland lead. Scotty with it in the corner. Goes baseline, puts it up, blocked away. Robinson tries to save it, can't do it.
Scotty comes around the side, and it looks like Buck Williams was the guy that was able to block it.
13 on the shot clock. Ball didn't hit the rim. Kerr. Cross court finds Corey Blunt. Scotty wants it down low. Instead it's Longley. Right side Steve Kerr. 17-footer. Steve Kerr knocks it in. And the Portland lead down to 5 again. Strickland goes down low. Drexler goes baseline. Couldn't get it. Scotty with a rebound. Hip finds right side into the corner. Steve Kerr fakes the 3, starts to drive, draws the defender. Luke goes up. Oh, no foul call.
Yeah, what happened? Oh, now there's a foul in the back. Now there's a foul in the back. As on Pete Meyer. LA will shoot this one. Let's see what happens. Everybody thought it was going to be a delayed call. There, Luke Longley goes on in for the stop, and Robinson. Well, he may have had the hand, but boy, he creamed him with the body, didn't he?
Yep.
So Pete Myers picks up his second foul. And
so Strickland gets a pair. 58-52 now.
They haven't missed a free throw here, have they, either? Long range or short range, they're doing pretty good.
And Phil Jackson wants a 22nd timeout with 33 seconds remaining here in the first half. And be a tough 2-for-1 situation, Johnny. With 33 seconds, you got 9 seconds to get off a shot. You really have to hurry. What a job by Portland from the outside, though.
Here, what, 5 out of 8 from long distance. The Bulls only 1 out of 3.
10 of 11 from the free throw line.
10 of 11, yeah.
Phil Jackson talked to his team. John Paxson comes back in. Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Luke Longley, and Scottie Pippen, the 5 on the floor for the Bulls.
There's no pressure here, so I would send Luke Longley and say, go down and get set. You don't have to take any seconds off the clock of waiting for him to get down. Blazers not putting any pressure on back here.
They're telling Phil Jackson that he cannot substitute on a 22nd timeout.
He should be able to. 1 substitution. Yeah, he wanted to put 2, and he wanted to put Pax and Kukoc in. He could put 1 in.
So Joe come over and tell Phil Jackson, and Phil kind of scrunches his eyebrows and says, huh? So now who's got to come back?
Corey, I think, was in for Tony, or who's he going to bring?
Tony will sit down. Okay. 33 seconds left here in the first half. Phil Jackson hollers out 1 shot, open play. Scottie takes his time. Gives it back to Steve Kerr. Looks for the open man. Guess who it is? Baseline Scottie double. Pumps and rolls it in. 14 seconds left now. Portland leads it 59-54. Scottie comes up. Just give him a little bit of pressure. That's what's left here in the first half. Strickland makes the move. Stops. 15-footer. Goes in with 4 seconds remaining. Got to hurry now. 2 seconds. 1 second. Lets him go by too late. Won't count. We have played 1 half of basketball here at the stadium in Chicago, and the Portland Trail Blazers lead the Bulls 61-54. Let's go back to our studios. Once again, here's Steve Cashin.
All right, Tom and Johnny, thanks a lot. So the Bulls playing without Scott Williams and Horace Grant, hanging in, doing a good job. Luke Longley's 12 points sure didn't hurt. Coming up here at the half, we're going to show you the best plays in the first 24 minutes of the game and take you around the NBA for scores and highlights. But first, our Nestle sweet move of the half. And speaking of Luke Longley, he was just outstanding in that first quarter. Kerr right here off the miss. Look at Luke get position. 3 guys around him, gets the slam. Put the Bulls within 3. Longley with 12 first half points. It's our Nestle sweet move of the half. Back with more after this. Sports Channel's coverage of the world champion Chicago Bulls is being brought to you in part by Payne Weber. We believe our most important investment is an investment in relationships. By Old Spice Sensitive. It's alcohol-free to take the heat out of aftershave. And by the new Prime Option MasterCard. Don't you rate Prime Option?
In the coming weeks, your host, Brian O'Callaghan, will be taking people from all walks of life on a test drive in a wide variety of Chevy and Geo products. You won't want to miss any of the features, the savings, or the fun on the Chevy and Geo Test Drive Show, sponsored by your Chevy and Geo dealers, with your host, Brian O'Callaghan.
Coming soon to this television station.
It still bugs me that I waited to try Old Spice High Endurance just because I thought all deodorants worked the same. Dumb.
This proves it's the best.
Better than the leading stick. It evaporates less quickly, it also lasts longer, protects better. You can't ignore that. Or this guarantee. Try it. If you don't think it's the best, call 1-800-PROVE-IT, and they'll buy you a stick of yours. You gotta figure anyone that serious about deodorant deserves a serious shot. Come on, take the High Endurance Challenge from Old Spice. I did.
Classic television.
Hogan's Heroes.
Green Acres.
Arnold Ziffer. Who played him?
Nobody. He was the pig.
Remember Family Affair?
Mr. French.
I loved him. He's attractive.
Pete, Link, Julie.
The Mod Squad.
Okay, Ginger or Marianne?
Ginger was a bimbo.
Marianne. Marianne or Jeannie?
Beechwood aged Budweiser.
Jeannie.
Crisp, clean, classic.
Sports Channel from all the White Sox. Happy 10th anniversary.
Bulls looking to snap a 3-game losing skid, right now trailing the Trailblazers by 7 points, 61-54. You know, the last time the Bulls lost 4 in a row was February of 1990. All 4 of those were on the road. These last 4 have all been at home. Tonight, Bulls and the Blazers. Let's go through some of the first half highlights. And Bulls really hanging tough in the first quarter. Steve Kerr can't hit. Luke Longley is there. And boy, what just a great job by Luke Longley there in the first quarter. 12 first quarter points. Cut the lead to 3. Late Clyde Drexler hits the jumper off the spin. Clyde with 16 first half points. And near the end of the first, Pete Myers to Bill Wennington. Bulls cut it to 1 after 1. Second quarter, they took their first lead, but then they come back. Mark Bryant for the slam. Portland another 7-point lead, and right now they lead by 7. Blazers enter the game having won 7 of their last 8. Clyde Drexler leading all scores with 16. Luke Longley has 12. Scottie Pippen 11 right now. Elsewhere in the NBA tonight in San Antonio, the Spurs playing without Dennis Rodman, who was suspended for this game for a headbutting incident. They're meeting the Clippers. Right now, San Antonio has built a 15-point lead in the third quarter. And in Denver tonight, it's the Magic and the Nuggets. Orlando leading by 6 in the second quarter. The Magic come into this game having won 8 of their last 9. Up next, highlights of 2 other games, Pacers and the Nets, and the Lakers and the Celtics. Stick around. We're at halftime. Bulls trailing the Blazers. I'm back with more right after this.
You can get just what you want at low prices, guaranteed. Just bring in any competitor's ad. If their price is lower, we'll give you 110% of the difference, guaranteed.
Cellular is just too expensive.
Ameritech shatters this cellular myth with rates up to 23% lower than Cellular One. Call today.
Those phones cost an arm and a leg.
Ameritech blows away your reasons for not going cellular. You can get a free flip phone when you sign up, so call today.
There's no need to do it now.
That goes up in smoke too. Now choose up to 2,500 free minutes when you go with Ameritech. Call today.
Since your face can't adjust to your razor should adjust to your face, which is exactly why we designed the Schick Tracer. The Schick Tracer is the only razor with blades that bend and flex to the unique shape of your face. So the Tracer gets in close for a clean, comfortable shave. And since you can't change your face, maybe you should change your razor. Schick, we're changing the face of shaving.
The BBC, Turner Broadcasting, and Time Life Video dare you to take a walk on the wild side with Trials of Life. The gripping, award-winning nature video series that exposes the struggle to survive through uncensored, shocking photography. Join acclaimed naturalist David Attenborough for a close encounter with raw nature. See the thrill of the hunt and the strategy of the kill, the relentless drive to continue the bloodline, and the miracle of birth. Call now and receive Hunting and Escaping for $9.99 and see why the law of the jungle is kill or be killed. If it captures your interest, you can get other videos about every other month. Each tape explores the harsh realities of survival in the animal world. Take a walk on the wild side with Trials of Life. Call now to order Hunting and Escaping and find out why we call them animals.
To order your Trials of Life video, call 1-800-592-4488 or send $9.99 plus $3.43 shipping and handling to the address on your screen.
Sports Channel, there when it counts.
Two teams that could be very dangerous come playoff time are the Indiana Pacers and the New Jersey Nets. Right now, Pacers are 7th in the Eastern Conference. They enter tonight's action one game ahead of the Nets. These two meeting tonight in Market Square. Pacers winners of 8 in a row at home. First quarter, Reggie Miller, the 3. Pacers built an 8-point lead, 31-23. Then they go on a 6-0 run in the second quarter. Pooh Richardson to Antonio Davis. Pacers by 12. Third quarter, Richardson to Davis again. Jam session for the Indiana Pacers. They built it by 17. They win 126-110. Derek McKee with 24. Johnny Newman had 20. Pacers have won 14 of their last 16 games. Meanwhile, at the Boston Garden tonight, Celtics trying to snap their 13-game losing skid, taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. LA led by 3 after 1. Second quarter, Dino Raja, the jumper. Celtics were up 1. Then Sedell Threet launches it up for Doug Christie. That's a pretty lay-in. Lakers led by 6 at the half. In the third quarter, Sherman Douglas going to bounce it into Ed Pickney, who's going to miss, but Dino Raja's there again for the follow. Boston was up by 1 after 3 quarters. They're now in the fourth. Boston has increased their lead to 3. Celtics have not won since January. They've lost the last 13 games in a row by an average of 12 points. Only other game being played this evening in the NBA, Suns, who along with the Bulls have never lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves, but have dropped 2 of their last 3. And look at this surprise in Phoenix right now in the land of the sun. Minnesota leading 48-45. We're at halftime at the stadium. Bulls looking to snap their own 3-game losing skid right now, trail the Portland Trail Blazers at the half, 61-54. And I'm back with more after this short timeout.
If you demand more from an aftershave than alcohol burn, you gotta try alcohol-free Sensitive. With cooling Sensates, it's proof aftershave doesn't have to hurt to work. Take the heat out of aftershave. Demand proof. Try alcohol-free Sensitive from Old Spice.
Good news. You can drive a brand new Toyota for just $149 a month. Toyota has just announced the Toyota Touch Lease program on the 1994 Tercel. That's $149 a month for a Toyota, with all the quality and reliability that comes with the Toyota name, plus the added safety feature of a driver's side airbag. At Toyota, you don't have to pay a lot for quality. But hurry, at $149, a lot of people will want some good news for a change.
People say it's what's inside that counts. Well, people, I got a confession. You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Don't let flakes be the first thing people see. Head and Shoulders helps prevent flakes. Doesn't just rinse them away like regular shampoos. It's like no other shampoo in the world.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Category.
Music.
Deep Purple, man. Classic.
Foreigner.
Huh? Yeah, man.
First album.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Ah, Meatloaf. Wonder what his friends call him. Me?
Mr. Loaf. How about My Sharon?
Beechwood Aged Budweiser.
Supertramp.
Crisp, clean, classic.
Frampton comes alive. Moment of silence, please. Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, all right.
At the first tickly itch of athlete's foot, Desonex. Killing those grungy fungi before they get cracking and burning. Go get that can now, or else don't blame Desonex.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Coming up immediately following the Bulls-Blazers game, Jim Blaney will join me for the Sports Channel Report. Included in our show this evening, live post-game reaction from the stadium. We'll pipe in on Phil Jackson's news conference and hear from some of the players. We'll also show you what the Sox did today in Sarasota as they opened their exhibition season with a game against the Texas Rangers. Michael Jordan did see some action. We'll see how Michael fared. We'll also focus in on the boys' high school basketball playoffs. It's tournament time in the state of Illinois. All this and a whole lot more, that's on the Sports Channel Report immediately following our game. When we return, we'll send it back out to Tom and Johnny for second half action between the Bulls and the Blazers. Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you afterwards.
People you've been looking at all believe that a car saved their lives.
As one goes forth to unearth new treasures, one mustn't let primordial perspiration mess with one's style. Consider this powerful discovery. New Right Guard Pure Power Clear Gel. An astoundingly clear gel. Thus, it goes on clear without any flaky white stuff, protecting one powerfully. For when it comes to protection, one shouldn't mess around. New Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Now, the Bulls with 5.2 seconds remaining, Reds, realize that they got to get a basket here or 2 free throws.
Here's 5. Come on, 5 seconds count. Here's where.
Gives it back. Tony, long 3.
Yeah! Yeah, Kukoc! Kukoc with a 3! Yes, sir! The Bulls ahead with 1.9, 91 to 90!
I tell you what, this guy pulls 4. I mean, he's like Felix the Cat. Remember Felix the Cat with a bag of tricks?
Here we go, 5.2, Tom. Horace Grant is the man breaking out. He gets it. Tony comes out of bounds. Now, this is longer than a European 3 also. What do you find? Nothing but net.
And the Chicago Bulls pull out a win here in Milwaukee. Final score, Chicago Bulls 91, Milwaukee Bucks 90.
Sports Channel. There when it counts.
Portland with a lead, 61-54 at halftime here at the stadium. Let's take a look at leading scorers now for the first half. For the Blazers, Clyde Drexler has 16 points and a couple fouls. Cliff Robinson with 11, Rod Strickland with 10. For the Bulls, Luke Longley has 12, Scottie Pippen with 11, and Corey Blunt with 9 first half points. Now let's take a look at Montgomery Ward's first half stats. And how about this? Interesting statistic. Portland shoots 47%. They were at 62% at the end of the first period. Bulls at 46. Both teams about the same. But look at the three-point shots. 5 of 8 compared to 1 of 3 for the Bulls. Free throws about the same. Bulls a lot stronger inside. Assists a couple more for the Bulls. But the difference, those three-point jump shots, Redhead. And the difference also, Luke Longley down low for the Bulls. And a different look to start the second half.
You know, we had a nice conversation at halftime. You and I talking about the future that young Luke Longley's got here. He gets some good work with a big man here over the summer. And he's got that one thing you can't teach, Tom. He's got that nice touch. You know, and of course you can't teach him to grow. At 7'2", he does a nice job there.
That's a good point. I said the Bulls with a little different look. B.J. Armstrong and Pete Myers in the backcourt. Tony Kukoc and Scottie Pippen at forwards, and of course Longley in the middle. Williams gets the basketball, starts to make the move, comes with a running hook, and Longley there with a rebound, gets it to Scottie. 7-point Portland lead now as we get rolling here in the third period. Cliff Robinson has changed his colors down there, and Scottie puts it in. Nice pass inside as Scottie drops it, and it's a 5-point Portland lead. I said Robinson changed colors. The headband is now black for the second half. Clyde 3. Gonna miss one eventually, but they get the rebound. Strickland goes right side for Harvey Grant. Makes the move on Scotty. Stops. Off-balance jump shot comes up short, but again, the offensive rebound. Buck Williams gets it for Portland.
That's 10 rebounds for Buck.
Robinson with the ball. Scotty comes over to double team. They almost throw it out of the gym. Harvey Grant with Luke Longley on him. Makes the move on the baseline. Puts up the reverse layup and puts it in. Harvey Grant makes it 63-56. He's got 6 points now. Longley posts up down low. They go with the reverse. Scotty had it knocked away. Strickland with a good defensive play. Pushes it down the floor. They're 4-on-1, and the slam put in. Crowd wanted to travel, and Phil Jackson up complaining about the same thing. Phil says, "Do you guys call a walk anymore?" BJ gets it in the corner. Baseline 16-footer. BJ back to the rim. Rebound tap. Scotty fakes it. Luke Longley open down there. Gets bumped by Buck Williams, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll belong to Portland.
Phil says, let's go. They had 4 turnovers in the first half. The Bulls only 4 turnovers.
We played 2 minutes here in the third period. 65-56. Portland with the lead. Williams goes down low. Drexler makes the move on Pete Myers. Goes cross court. Harvey Grant, baseline 17-footer back of the rim. Rebound tapped out. BJ got it. Looking down the floor. BJ down low. Scotty gets it to Longley. Ball loose, and Portland will get it.
Bulls with the fumble.
65-56. Portland with the lead. Robinson makes the move. Gets bumped. Throws it up. Comes up shy. Rebound Kukoc. BJ's running hard down the inside, but Strickland saw that coming. They're 4-on-1. Strickland takes it in.
Boy, I'll tell you, they really give. All right, fouls on Scottie Pippen. Getting back. The Bulls turn over like 3 times in a row, twice down underneath, once in a wide court. And here it is, Tony. They're not running a break. They got too many guys on one side. One guy sees another guy in that lane. He's got to get himself out. That's where I thought there was the travel by Strickland. Pip gets the foul, his second.
Robinson will get one more. 66-56. Portland with the lead here. And he drops them both in. Cliff Robinson with 13 points now. BJ wants Longley to post up down low. Wants a 2-man game. Now Longley comes out to set the screen for him. Bounces to Luke. Finds Scotty. Fakes the pass. Baseline. Comes inside. Has it knocked away. Longley just couldn't get it. 67-56. Portland with the lead here. Strickland from 15.
The guard just pushing it down the throat of the Bulls, getting inside the area they want to get to.
And the Bulls need a timeout and call it. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left, third period, and Portland's lead is up to 13.
Look what's shaping up. A new credit card where you pay only the prime rate, currently 6% for up to 60 days on every new purchase, and no annual fee. The new Prime Option MasterCard. How does that rate with you?
In the coming weeks, your host, Brian O'Callaghan, will be taking people from all walks of life on a test drive in a wide variety of Chevy and Geo products. You won't want to miss any of the features, the savings, or the fun on the Chevy and Geo Test Drive Show. Sponsored by your Chevy and Geo dealers. With your host, Brian O'Callaghan.
Coming soon to this television station.
At Electric Avenue, you can get just what you want. This Friday and Saturday only, ask for 0% interest for 1 full year on electronics and appliances, and we'll give it to you.
Catch this news. A credit card with no annual fee and the financial muscle that lets you transfer credit card balances now at just 6% interest for 6 months. The new Prime Option MasterCard. Now do we have your interest?
On Friday, March 18th, when the Bulls battle the Supersonics, it's Kemper Mutual Fund's Collector's Pin Night. The first 18,000 fans will receive a Bulls collector's pin, compliments of Kemper Mutual Funds. Coming up Sunday on Sports Channel, Super Sunday, live starting at 12:30 in the Missouri Valley Conference semifinals, games 1 and 2. And starting at 5:30, the MCC quarterfinals, followed by the Sports Channel report at 10, Sunday here on Sports Channel. 20 on the shot clock for the Bulls this period. Portland 1 of 3, Bulls 3 of 8. Myers looks down low. Longley wants it, has it. Gives it back. Pete Myers, baseline jump shot back of the rim. Rebound tapped out. Down low, Corey Blunt goes to Pete Myers. Had to reverse. Corey with the rebound, and he's fouled by Cliff Robinson.
Second on Robinson, and Corey Blunt will go to shoot a couple free throws here. 3 for 7 in the first half, 3 out of 4. Nice 6 rebounds. Just doesn't know the league yet. You know, he's done a nice job out there. You don't know what the other player's going to do. So Blunt misses the free throw. Bulls have only 1 basket here, and that's by Pippen. This is Deuce.
Portland with a 13-point lead. 69-56 as Strickland brings it across the timeline. Buck Williams gets it to Harvey Grant, baseline. Cliff Robinson starts to back in. He ain't going anywhere against Longley. Puts a shot up with the left hand. Rebound tapped out. Blunt gets it to Scotty. Got Pete Myers on the right, Corey Blunt on the left. Gets it to BJ. Baseline 17-footer back of the rim. Now the Blazers go down the floor. Buck Williams takes it in and lays it in.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to 2 run here in this quarter.
Corey Blunt finds Scotty on the wing. Longley trying to get position down low, fighting for it, sets the screen. Now gets it, goes to the bucket and is fouled.
Make that big body available as you go through. That was on Harvey Grant.
One of them.
Second. Yeah, that's the way to take it on in. Longley for the first time to the line today. Started out with those 12 points in the first quarter. The Bulls only trailed by 1, 32-31.
Oh, you're right. He's got a nice touch. (71-58) now. Buck Williams long down the floor for Robinson. Back to Drexler. Baseline. Harvey Grant comes up shy. And the rebound tapped out. And Harvey Grant's down on the floor.
Well, he can't make it. They wanted to call a timeout. A mismatch here.
Scotty finds BJ. Open 3 on the way. Rolls in. Now they say a 2. And a 20-second timeout called by Portland.
I think his toe was right on that line. I don't know, Tim Sutton, if you've got to take a look at it here, we will. There's 20-second timeout called, and here's the shot. BJ. Oh boy, that's. God, you know what? He had the hand up, didn't he?
Hugh Hollins
showed that again. Yeah,
up.
He had the hand up, and then the other official said no dice. All right, now there's the Rosas on the outside. DeRosa's on the outside. The shot goes up, and Hugh Hollins got that hand up in the air and pulled it down in a hurry, didn't he? You got to watch what you say, because last week one of their analysts got thrown out for hollering about a call from Steve Javie. Said, remove this man, and you can do it. You don't get a technical, but you can get a fan replaced. Or
well, and Hugh's the guy that I had a little words with last year. Well, we solved everything quickly. There you go. Portland leads it now by 11, and they get it into Ron Strickland. He'll bring it across the timeline with 7 minutes 3 seconds left here in the third period. Robinson pops out. Down low, Williams puts it up and it rolls in. Buck Williams with the basket makes it 73-60 now in favor of Portland. Blunt finds BJ. Down low, Longley, double team, gets it to Scotty. On top, Pete Myers for a long two. Back of the rim, rebound pulled down by Williams. Got a chance to go up 16 if he hits this three, but it comes up short. Corey Blunt. Oh, and Drexler came over and almost got it. Myers. Scotty for three. Back to the rim. Corey Blunt with a rebound gets it to Pete Myers. And he'll put up the three.
Pete's 2 for 17 from long distance, and not the right guy you want to put up that long distance shot.
Stripped away by Myers. BJ stops. That's a good 15-footer. Rebound tapped in by Corey Blunt. And it's back to an 11-point Portland lead now. (73-62). Portland with a lead as Drexler pushes off. Offensive foul by Drexler.
Pete Myers makes the good play that time. Steps in front. Drexler picks it up. That's his third.
(73-62). Portland with a lead. BJ drives in, fakes it, gets it to Scotty for the slam. And Johnny, in this period, the Bulls are just starting to get some easy baskets. Yep. We're finally seeing that come back. And they're doing it by going right to the bucket.
Well, what they're doing is setting a screen and then releasing, going to the basket, and it's the guy dropping the pass to him.
Clyde Drexler puts this one in. And Pete Myers wanted the same call again. 75-64. Portland with the lead. Scotty wants to post up. Has it with Harvey Grant on him. Waiting to make the move. Look for the opening. Fakes the shot. He's cut off, and BJ will get it. Shot clock at 8 now.
You got to get it up, BJ.
Shot clock at 4 and 3. Puts it off the board. Bounces and rebound. Tapped out will belong to Portland.
I'll tell you, when you get stuck here now as of late, guys, don't forget the big guy that kept you there in that first quarter. He hasn't touched the ball that much now. And in comes Bryant and Porter for Robinson and Strickland.
Boy, you think Rod Strickland's leaving. What a great thing. But here comes Terry Porter in. 75-64. Portland with the lead. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third period. Bryant wants to post up with Corey Blunt on him. Grant goes right side. Drexler with Myers right there, and a foul called on Pete Myers, and Pete doesn't like the call.
Personal foul. Pete Myers is third.
He picks up his third, second team foul on the Bulls.
Not going to get a call. Pete Myers against a dream teamer, I don't believe at this stage. But that's a tough call to make the call offensively on it.
Drexler had it knocked away, gets it back, gives it to Porter. They got a fresh 24 after the foul. So 12 on the shot clock as Harvey Grant goes to Bryant, takes the shot, drives in, and he walks.
It's about 3 times. They've only got about 4 turnovers, and I think 3 of them are on Bryant traveling.
75-64. Bulls trying to get it under double figures. And Pete Myers is hurt. Phil Jackson wants a timeout. The Bulls don't say it. BJ puts the shot up, and Portland gets it. Pete Myers is in front of the Bulls bench, hurt. Drexler takes it in to Bryant, puts the shot up, comes up shy. And Bryant takes it right back away from Corey Blunt and puts it in.
Boy.
Myers has got a problem with his right hand, and he's hurting his Chip Schaefer works on it. Bulls take a timeout.
Might have a dislocated finger here.
77-64 as the Bulls take the 22nd timeout. Tony Kukoc gets set to check in.
Well, the Bulls had the rebound that last time, and they just took it out of their hand and put it back over the rim and in. We talked about what a good rebounding team this ball club is. 37 rebounds, 12 by Buck Williams, 7 for Drexler.
So Tony will check in. Drexler, Porter, Grant, Bryant, and Williams for Portland. Tony waiting for somebody to come get the ball, and Scottie Pippen finally does. Longley posting up, wants it, has it. Luke tries to go baseline. He's cut off. Takes the shot. Gets it out, and Terry Porter there with a steal. Porter now has it on the right side. Starts to move it against BJ. Back on top. Buck Williams with a high arcer comes up very short. Bill Wennington and Steve Kerr set to check in for the Bulls. Scottie gets the screen from Longley. Puts up the jump shot, top of the circle. Scottie puts it in. 77-66 now. 17 for Scottie Pippen. And Clyde tries to answer with the three. Back of the rim, and Corey Blunt there again.
Corey Blunt's got 13 rebounds in his game.
BJ. Rebound fought for, and finally Buck Williams gets it. Got a dislocated finger for Pete Myers. They say he'll be back. Porter starts to back in. Down low. Shot goes in by Bryant. Mark Bryant with a turnaround jumper. (79-66) Portland with the lead. Longley up high to set that screen. Luke gets it, lost it, and fouls. And we got a timeout on the floor. 2 minutes 42 seconds left here in the third period, and Portland leads it by 13.
Kick him over to me. I said you kick him over to me, Pele.
He took one stolen car, 2 wrong turns, and a beautiful hostage.
You kidnapped me with a candy bar?
Makes a handy weapon.
Time to stop those little yuppie punks down. Let's stop.
Charlie Sheen, Christy Swanson, getting there is twice the fun. The Chase.
This could actually work.
Rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
The Lexus LS custom tailored lease is so inspiring, so uplifting, so profound. Our lawyers were moved to write this heroic epic commemorating it. The Lexus LS is only $599 a month. Lease one at your Chicago area Lexus dealer today.
Since your face can't adjust to your razor should adjust to your face, which is exactly why we designed the Schick Tracer. The Schick Tracer is the only razor with blades that bend and flex to the unique shape of your face. So the Tracer gets in close for a clean, comfortable shave. And since you can't change your face, maybe you should change your razor. Schick, you're changing the face of shaving.
On Tuesday, March 15th, when the Bulls battle the Magic, it's Fujifilm Poster Night. The first 10,000 fans will receive a Bulls poster, compliments of Fujifilm. To the backcourt starters, Portland with 30 points, the Bulls with just 7. The Bulls' backcourt starters are just 3 of 19 from the field. Clyde with a good evening going so far. 79-66, Portland with the lead here.
Tommy, I don't think that they used Luke as well in that third quarter, this last quarter of the minutes that he played. Didn't get the ball that much, and then sort of tired out with all the things going back and forth, and ended up with a turnover and taking not a real good shot. So Bill Wennington in the lineup here. Bulls down by 13. They got to close it up here. Can't go into that last quarter again, double digits down like they have the last 3 games.
Drexler with Pippen on him, now looking more to pass. Finds Porter on the right side. Bill Wennington comes out to help out on him and blocks the shot. Loose ball and rebound. Bryant got it. Over to Harvey Grant, long jumper.
Is that typical?
Yeah.
Make all the good things, all the right things, and
Kukoc stops, puts up the 18-footer. Rebound fought for, and Bryant there to get it. 81-66. Scottie comes over to get it. Porter jumps on top of him in a jump ball.
Good hustle by Pip. He said I was trying to call a timeout, but they don't have a 20. Here it is. He dives right on in there. .81-66. Portland with the lead here.
2 minutes, 6 seconds left, third period. Winnington wanted it and got it. Scotty wants the ball. He's got Terry Porter on him. Now Harvey Grant comes over to help out. Bryant picks him up. Scotty from 17 fires it in. 81-68 now in favor of Portland with 1:45 left. Drexler goes on top. Grant, right side Porter. Terry Porter, 20-footer back to the rim. Corey with a rebound. Bulls can cut it to a 10-point lead or an 11-point lead. Or 10 with this.
Tip. 3. How about it?
81-71. Portland with a lead now. Drexler pops out. Scotty makes him go baseline. Blocks the shot, but Porter gets it. Boy, they get every one of those. Kukoc knocks it away. Ahead to Scotty. Pippen. Pass deflected. Finds Corey Blunt. Bounces Tony. Puts it up and he's fouled.
The Bulls get a chance to put a couple points on here. All that action. Here it is, a pass out to Pippen. He wheels around, comes down in a collision at half court between Drexler and Scotty. And then down underneath from Blunt, and up goes Tony. So he'll shoot 2 free throws here. Corey Blunt has got his high in rebounds at 14. Tony misses that first free throw. But he had a high of 13.
Tony with 7 points, 2 assists, a rebound. He's also got a block and a steal. 81-72 now. The Bulls coming back here in the end of the third period. Under a minute left. Drexler goes baseline, reverse layup, rolls in. Clyde Drexler with a strong move. 20 for Clyde. He's also got 7 rebounds. On top, Steve Kerr. Kerr starts to drive in, takes it to the basket, dishes off. Corey with a layup, rolls in. 13 for Corey Blunt to go with the 14 rebounds. Drexler for a quick 3.
Yeah, boy, he just lets it fly. Doesn't have to worry about much anything. 23 for Drexler.
4 of 8 from the 3-point stripe. Scotty finds Steve Kerr, tries to answer with a 3, and it just does roll out. Rebound fought for, loose, and a loose ball foul. Porter fouled by Scottie Pippen. But Porter's hurt. Porter's holding on to that left knee.
That's the first in the last 2 minutes. Pip with his 3rd foul. He went down with a bad knee. Yeah. They've got to take a timeout. He's got a guy coming in. Strickland will come in here as we take a look at what happened. Ball gets tapped out. Down they go. Down they go. What he turned over? Yeah, turned over backwards on that. Who would have ever?
Is that a charge timeout?
Thought that Wisconsin Stephen Point would put this player up.
All right, we got a timeout. 16.8 seconds left, third period. Portland leads it by 12.
In Chicago, you look up and say, there's the Big Dipper and United Airlines. You see the moon and United. Every time you look up, there's United. With 1,000 flights in and out, more than any other airline. More United flights than stars? Some nights, yes. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
That Michael? Yeah, starts college next year. How's mine? Well, Mike told me the price of his first choice. I know what you mean. I got this broker at Payne Weber. She put me in a 0 coupon to cover college. Huh. Well, when did she do that? It's got to be 10, 11 years. 10 years ago? How did she know that's what you needed? She asked.
Taste the sound, you can hear it. Feel the crunch, lift your spirit.
Nestle Crunch. Crispies make the chocolate so scrumptious and give your spirit that lift.
Get the scrumptious
Portland Trail Blazers. Pretty good team after the All-Star break. This year 8-2, 20-15, 25-11. In a year familiar to Bulls fans, and 24-10 in 90-91. So pretty strong team after the first half of the season is complete. Right now the Bulls trail Portland 86-74. And Johnny, that was a nice little spurt the Bulls put on, but a couple more points would have been awful nice. 86-74, Portland leads it with just under 17 seconds left. Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Scottie Pippen, Bill Wennington, and Corey Blount.
And they will still have the ball. So we tried to get that under the double-digit mark. The Bulls had it down to 9, and then a three-point field goal by Drexler put it right back up.
Strickland with it, with Steve Kerr right there trying to slow him down, bringing the ball up the floor. They run a play that looks very similar to the Bulls. That's the open play. Strickland cut off. Loses it on top. Robinson into the corner. Tracy Murray baseline 3.
Look at that at the buzzer. Wow. 7 for 13 from three-point range.
And after 3 periods, Portland leads the Bulls 89-74.
Good news. You can drive a brand new Toyota for just $149 a month. Toyota has just announced the Toyota Touch Lease program on the 1994 Tercel. That's $149 a month for a Toyota, with all the quality and reliability that comes with the Toyota name, plus the added safety feature of a driver's side airbag. At Toyota, you don't have to pay a lot for quality. But hurry, at $149, a lot of people will want some good news for a change.
If you demand more from an aftershave than alcohol burn, you gotta try alcohol-free Sensitive. With Cooling Sensates, it's proof aftershave doesn't have to hurt to work. Take the heat out of aftershave. Demand proof. Try alcohol-free Sensitive from Old Spice.
Okay, classic cars. 63 Veg. Split window. Right. 68 Camaro Super Sport. GTO, any year. Nice. Gran Torino. Starsky and Hutch. Good car. 65 Mustang Ragtop. It's obvious. 75 Pacer. Tail fins. Bumper bullets. Bench seats. Drive-ins. Boss 302s. 427 big block LED8 with an 850 double pump.
Beechwood aged Budweiser. Crisp, clean, classic.
As the amount you spend with your Discover card goes up, your interest rate goes down with the Smart Rate program. So use the Discover card, where the percentages are always in your favor. And when it comes to Smart Rate, it pays to look for your pre-approved Discover card application. Sign it and send it back, because you can't get Smart Rate until you get your card. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back.
At the first tickly itch of athlete's foot, Desonex. Killing those grungy fungi before they get cracking and burning. Go get that can now, or else don't blame Desonex.
(89-74) Portland. Let's take a look at our third quarter summary now. Trailblazers 12 of 26 from the field. Bulls just 8 of 22. And inside, Portland outscores the Bulls by 4. And that three-pointer as the buzzer went off, Johnny, was a big bucket by Tracy Murray.
He came in shooting 50%, 33 for 66, and he's got 2 out of 2 from long range. Not bad.
89-74 as Kukoc goes right side to Steve Kerr. Wennington down low, looks for the open man, turns, looks, finds Corey Blount in the lane, puts it up, goaltending. And this three-pointer hurt.
Yeah, here it was. Time was running down, and they make 2 passes here. Strickland loses it for a second, then gets it over to Robinson and then into the corner. And as that high rainbow comes down, the clock goes off.
Cliff Robinson posts up and gets fouled. They come down the floor. Corey Blount will pick up the personal. His first team foul on the Bulls here in the fourth period. And that's another thing they've done.
Oh, haven't they? 13 out of 14, is it? They only missed 1 free throw, do I have?
Yep. 14 out of 15 now. Bulls 12 of 19 from the line. 91-76. Portland with a lead. Scotty finds Tony on the wing. Kukoc looking for the screen. Gets it from Wennington. He'll put up a three. And rebound tapped out. Loose ball. And guess where it goes? Right to a black jersey. Strickland now accelerates. Tracy Murray one in the corner. Has it. Stops and drops it off Strickland down there. Draws the defenders. Takes it in and a foul call. Tony Kukoc will pick up the personal foul.
That's a second foul on the Bulls. First one on Tony, and it's to be a shooting foul as he tried to block that shot. So they get 2 free throws on the last foul, 2 more here.
(92-76) now. Boy, they've been tough. Gee whiz, deadly on those free throws and three-pointers. 93-76, Portland with a lead as Steve Kerr goes down into the corner. Blunt over to post up. Corey gives it back. Steve fakes the three. Blunt backs in with Murray on him. High archer rolls off. And Robinson right there. 93-76, Portland leads it. Strickland on the wing, goes one-on-one with Steve Kerr, gives it on top. Drexler for another three. And Bryant with a rebound. Drops it off. Drexler drives in and is fouled by Corey Blunt. That's his third and the third team foul. Phil Jackson wanted a charge call. Phil Jackson up hollering at Hugh Hollins.
So again, that's a third foul on the Bulls, and it's a third shooting foul. So they're getting themselves down in the lane, and Drexler obliges by missing. He's got 23 in the game.
93-76, Portland with a lead here. And missed them both. Let's see if the Bulls can get something rolling.
They've only scored free throws in this quarter. Maybe the Bulls can put that lid on the hoop for them.
Kerr with it on the wing. Goes on top for Scotty. Kukoc gives it right back to him. Scotty for three. High archer, back of the rim. Tries to save it and does. In the corner, fakes the three. Cut off. Kukoc drives in, splits the defenders, and tips it in. Tony with a tip. Kukoc in double figures now as Strickland puts up the archer and puts it in.
Well, they just challenge the guard, push him back as far as they can get him, and then take the shot over him. 16 for Strickland. That's their first hoop in this quarter.
Kukoc looks down low. Wennington wanted it. Now it's on top. Kerr. Strickland comes over and gets it. Dishes off. And it's good for Clyde Drexler. And Phil Jackson up quickly off the bench, wants a timeout. 97-78, Portland with a lead with just under 9.5 left here in Chicago.
It's the Hawks and Ducks. It's live Tuesday at 8:30, and it's only on Sports Channel Plus.
At the first tickly itch of athlete's foot, Desonex. Killing those grungy fungi before they get cracking and burning. Go get that can now, or else don't blame Desonex.
For fast-paced, board-banging, high-flying, goal-scoring excitement, the Chicago Blackhawks play here. For jump shots and slap shots, great hits and great saves. It's Blackhawk hockey, only on Sports Channel. See Eddie the Eagle soar. Check out Jelly. And watch a shootout with GR. Sports Channel and the Blackhawks hit the boards all month long in March. Only on Sports Channel.
Arlington Lexus in Palatine.
My husband has the 400 coupe and I have the 400 sedan. Yeah, I think we're a two Lexi family. It's just very smooth, kind of glides down the street. I got my first ticket about a month after I got it. It's a very comfortable feeling when you come in, people know who you are, you get treated quickly and very well, and it's just like a family.
Arlington Lexus in Palatine.
Sports Channel. There when it counts.
On Tuesday, April 12th, when the Bulls battle the Nets, it's Chicago Tribune poster night. The first 10,000 fans will receive a Bulls poster, compliments of the Chicago Tribune.
Bulls down by 19 here at the stadium. Just had a conversation with John Bach. He said, we need to start to take some risks. Phil Jackson said it is risk-taking time. They're going to try to make something happen off the ball. And an interesting thing has also happened. Last couple of basketball games, Tom and Johnny, three-pointers have started to hurt the Bulls defensively. 6 3-point plays tonight by Portland, 5 against the Lakers, something that has Phil and the coaching staff concerned.
He hit risks on the head. You got a rebound, intensity, shooting, and steals. You break it down.
97-78. Kerr finds Pete Myers in the corner. Corey Blunt comes out to set the screen. Blunt with Drexler on him. On top for Kerr. Shot clock at 2 and 1. Steve back pedals, puts it off the rim. Tony Kukoc with the rebound off the backboard in. Tony Kukoc with the basket. He's got 12 points now. And it's 97-80 in favor of Portland. Murray comes around the double screen, fakes the shot, now puts up a tough one, and drains that one. Tracy Murray with a basket. He's got 10 points now. 99-80 in favor of Portland. Myers used up his dribble, gets it to Kerr. Steve bounces back Kukoc. Tony fakes. Wants the screen. Starts to go baseline. Robinson was right there. Shot clock at 6. That pass tapped. Winnington with it from 15. Corey Blunt with a rebound, and Tracy Murray will pick up the foul. Call him for the push. His third, and the first team foul on Portland with 8:20 remaining. Terry Porter comes back in. Good to see his knee is all right. Clyde Drexler will sit down. Blunt gives it right back to Pete Myers. Finds Kukoc right side. Tony from 21. And rebound missed on the dunk by Bill Winnington. Strickland stops at the free throw line. Finds Porter with the left hand. Bryant with a rebound blocked by Corey Blunt. 8 minutes left. 99-80. Blazers with a lead. Kerr fakes the three-pointer. Baseline. Pete Myers drives inside and is fouled. Cliff Robinson shaking his head yes. Will pick up the foul. His third, second team foul on Portland.
7:48 to go. The Blazers right there by the century mark. Boy, the Bulls defense has been non-existent, hasn't it?
Heat will get one more. 99-80. Portland with the lead. And 99-81. Bulls come out with some full court pressure now. Porter gets it back to Bryant. I want to force him to bring it up. Instead, he gets it to Strickland. Across the timeline. He accelerates right down the floor. Puts it up. Winnington with a rebound. Taken away by Robinson. Got it, and he is fouled.
Bulls looked like they were off and ready to come back this way with the rebound. That's the fourth foul. Here's Bill's got it, and they take it right away, and Corey Blunt on the foul. His fourth.
101-81 as Robinson gets the free throw. With 7 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Bulls need some kind of a charge here. Myers goes right side for Kukoc. Phil Jackson hollering at Hugh. Kukoc finds Corey Blunt, gets it right back. Tony starts to make the move, finds Kerr. Blunt with it down low. Turn, jump hook. Corey Blunt rolls in. Corey with a basket. That's a career high for him. Corey Blunt with 17 points and 14 rebounds. Robinson runs over Corey Blunt, and it's an offensive foul. And here comes Luke Longley back in. Cliff Robinson picks up his fourth. Murray will sit down as Harvey Grant comes in. Longley and Pippen come back. Corey Blunt and Bill Winnington will sit down. Down low. Tony trying to post up. Looking to back in, looking for the open man. Makes the move in the lane, left-hander, bounces in. 102-85 now. 6 minutes, 38 seconds left here. Porter wants to go down low. Robinson fouled by Tony Kukoc. John Paxson will check back in. Tony picks up his second. Portland's in the bonus now. Pax comes in. Pete Myers will sit down.
Robinson at the line, shooting 2.
Robinson with a pair. First one hits the back of the rim, and here comes Clyde Drexler back in. Rod Strickland will sit down. The small lineup for them has been pretty effective, Johnny.
It has. Usually the Bulls get great performance off the bench, but tonight Mark Bryant gave him 12 and 10 by Tracy Murray.
Kukoc gets it out to Steve Kerr. Got Longley on the left side trying to set a screen, now goes down low. Kukoc wants to post up. Here's the reverse. Longley turns, looks for the open man. He'll go to the basket. Bryant came in, knocked it away.
Boy, their defense has been great, collapsing since early in the first quarter when the Bulls scored a lot of inside points.
Porter. As Drexler has John Paxson on him. He wants to clear out. Porter with Steve Kerr on him, and a foul call as Porter posts up, and Steve Kerr will pick up the foul. Buck Williams comes back in. Steve picks up his first. B.J. Armstrong will check back in. Buck Williams in as Mark Bryant sits down.
Well, they have really taken advantage of the size of our guards. They've got good physical players in the backcourt. Drexler, Porter, Strickland, and they've really overpowered B.J. Armstrong and Steve Kerr tonight.
B.J. comes in. Steve Kerr will sit. There's one of the power men for the Bulls, Bill Cartwright, on the bench. Another one, Horace Grant. Scott Williams is home ill. 104-85 now. Blazers with the lead, just under 6 minutes remain. Luke Longley goes in, posts up. Pax wants to get him the ball down there, can't do it. Scotty finds Kukoc. Tony fades, fires, and it rolls off. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, that is going to his right, firing back with the left hand.
104-85, Portland with the lead. Drexler with Paxson on him. Kukoc comes over to double team. Harvey Grant finds Robinson on the right side. Cliff Robinson, 17-foot jump shot. Rebound, Scottie Pippen. Pushes it up the floor. He'll stop, put up the three, and that's an air ball. Porter caught it. Down the floor, looking for Drexler. Finds him, and he lays it in. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left here. And Portland leads the Bulls 106-85.
In the coming weeks, your host, Brian O'Callaghan, will be taking people from all walks of life on a test drive in a wide variety of Chevy and Geo products. You won't want to miss any of the features, the savings, or the fun on the Chevy and Geo Test Drive Show, sponsored by your Chevy and Geo dealers, with your host, Brian O'Callaghan.
Coming soon to this television station.
It's a round world, genuine and true. It keeps on spinning and you always come through. And you're giving it your best. Proud to be your bud. Budweiser. Proud to be your bud. Proud to be your bud. Ooh, yeah. Proud to be your bud.
The game. Some just play it, others own it. The ones who own it see what no one else sees and know what no one else knows. Nobody knows the game like Topps. Topps gives you the players you want, the stats that matter, and pictures that tell the whole story. Own Topps, and you own more than a card. You own the game.
Hey, Bulls fans, try Bank Shot, the Illinois Lottery's newest basketball instant game. There's over $12 million in cash prizes, and you can win up to 3 times on one ticket. Got a second? Play this instant. Coming up tonight on the Sports Channel Report, take a look at high school basketball, the regional final action going on. Also, going to the Bulls locker room after tonight's game, and some highlights from today's spring training opener. All that coming up on the Sports Channel Report. BJ drives in, high arcer, rebound tapped, and Strickland tried to save it. Did he? He did. 106-85, Portland with the lead. Drexler goes cross court, stolen away. Scotty slows it down. Paxson right there, looking for Longley. Luke, the runner.
Didn't finish that one, Luke. We have to talk to him.
106-85, Portland with the lead, 4:35 remaining.
Has he said good day, mate, to you yet?
He did. I said it back to him, and he looked at me. He couldn't believe it. Will Perdue up off the bench. Strickland goes to the basket. Williams on top. Harvey Grant, long 2. Back of the rim as the shot clock went off, but it gets right back to Portland. Drexler. Corey Blunt, Pete Myers, and Will Perdue get set to check in. 14 on the shot clock. Strickland looks to make the move with Paxson on him. Luke Longley comes over to double team and throws it away. Will Perdue, Corey Blunt, Pete Myers will check in. Luke Longley will sit down. Tony Kukoc will sit down. And Tony limping a little bit as he goes to the end of the bench. And Scottie Pippen will get a rest.
Pip, nice job. 20 points in that, and 9 points in that quarter. That last quarter, he did a good job.
BJ spins in the lane, off the glass. Will Perdue tips it up. Will drops it in. 106-87. Now Portland with the lead. Strickland finds Terry Porter. High arcer partially blocked. And Strickland lets it go out of bounds. With 12 on the shot clock, it'll belong to Portland.
Corey's got, what, 4 blocks in this game to go with those 17 points, 14 rebounds.
Strickland goes right side. Fadeaway jump shot is good. Count that one for Buck Williams. 108-87 now, Portland with the lead. Corey Blunt with it on the wing. Bounces on top, Paxson. Shot clock at 10 now. Pete Myers with a long 2 and a foul call. Clyde Drexler got him on the arm. Clyde picks up his 4th. Third team foul on Portland. Clyde laughing, but I think it was pretty obvious he got him on the arm. So Pete with a couple free throws now. Just a second over 3 minutes remaining. Not a look of happiness. Of course, that's not either, is it?
Boy, the Bulls had all those home games stockpiled coming up after the All-Star game, and they dissipated all of them. Not all of them, but up till now.
A bunch of them, yeah.
Last time I can remember the Bulls losing no more than 3 in a row was 90-91, the opening of the season, I believe it was.
Porter with it down low with the fake, puts it up, and Will Perdue there. Picks up the personal foul, his first. And so Terry Porter will go to the free throw line for a couple.
Terry Porter at the line, shooting
2. Porter takes his time and drops the first one in. James Robinson, a rookie out of Alabama, will check in. And Rod Strickland will sit down. $110-88 now. Portland with the lead. Jaren Jackson gets set to check in for him. Armstrong goes on top. Pax looking for the open man. Right side, it's BJ. Makes the move, takes it to the basket, and lays it in. 110-90 now. BJ with 6 points, just 3 of 15 from the field. He's had a tough night. Drexler spins, fades, couldn't get it. Rebound. Corey Blunt and Will Perdue took it right away from him. Gets it out to Pax. Pete Myers wants it. Posts up down low. Pete pushed out of bounds and a foul call.
And then he fell further as he turned around to see what was going on over to cameraman.
Personal foul 26, James Robinson is first.
Here comes the cigar. Jackson and Smith. Reggie Smith.
Reggie Smith out of TCU. 2 minutes, 6 seconds remain here. Paxson looking for the open man, finds Corey Blunt.
2 minutes to play.
Corey backs it off now. Perdue takes it to the basket with a left hand. Will Perdue drops it in. Wilbur with 4 points, and it's 110-92 in favor of Portland. Jackson throws one up. Rebound. Corey Blunt got another one. 17 points and 15 rebounds for Blunt. BJ takes it to the basket again and drops it in. (110-94). Portland with the lead. About a minute and a half left now. Porter gets it on the wing. Starts to make the move. Harvey Grant wants it on top. Right side for Robinson. Porter takes it in, dishes off. Jaren Jackson gets the basket. 112-94 now. Minute 13 remains. BJ looks for the open man. On top, it's Perdue. They wanted Will to shoot that one. BJ looks to make the move, drives inside, off the glass, rebound pulled down by Portland. Out it goes to Robinson. He's got Porter on the left side, gets it to him. Fakes the shot, drives in with the left hand, couldn't get it. Will there for the rebound, looks for the outlet. Gets it out to Corey. Blunt takes it in and couldn't get the layup. 112-94 now, under a minute remains. Jackson puts up a long two. Jackson back to the rim. Rebound, BJ. Accelerates, stops, looks down low, finds Pete Myers for the basket. 7 points for Pete now. And BJ picks up his third assist. 112-96. Portland with the lead. Shot clock, game clock, couple seconds difference. Robinson goes baseline. Porter for three.
That's the way to end it for them, huh? Wow. Nailed him from out there.
Way it's been all night. 115-96, 4 seconds, three. Paxson puts it up, back of the rim. Pete Myers with the rebound, has it knocked away. And here at the stadium, the Portland Trail Blazers come in and play extremely well and defeat the Chicago Bulls. Final score here in Chicago, Portland 115 and the Bulls 96. Let's go back to the studio. Once again, here's Steve Cashel.
All right, Tom and Johnny, thanks a lot. So the Bulls, without Scotty Williams and Horace Grant, having some real problems right now. Hopefully the Bulls can get those two guys healthy, because the schedule doesn't get much easier for the Chicago Bulls. They're going to be in Cleveland on Sunday for national TV, then have to play the first-place Atlanta Hawks twice next week. Also good chance, though, to get some games up on the standings if they can turn this thing around. Let's hope they can. Old Spice play of the game. Go back to the second quarter for this one right now. Bill Winnington puts the fake on Mark Bryant. That's a pretty fake right there. Goes in for a big slam. That tied the game back in the second quarter at 35. Bulls played very well in the first half. Only trailed by 1 at the end of one. Trailed by 7 at the end of 2 quarters. But then the third quarter blowout when they trailed by as many as 18. Well, 4 losses in a row. Let's try to turn this thing around if we can. We'll hear more from Tom and Johnny at the stadium. Then we got the Sports Channel report coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
Good news. You can drive a brand new Toyota for just $149 a month. Toyota has just announced the Toyota Touch Lease program on the 1994 Tercel. That's $149 a month for a Toyota, with all the quality and reliability that comes with the Toyota name, plus the added safety feature of a driver's side airbag. At Toyota, you don't have to pay a lot for quality. But hurry, at $149, a lot of people will want some good news for a change.
Sports Channel's coverage of the world champion Chicago Bulls is brought to you in part by LA Tech Light Gear. You've gotta own the light if you wanna own the night. By Montgomery Ward, where things are changing. By your local Chevy Geo dealers, good people to know when you're looking for a car. By Gillette Sensor and the Gillette Series, Gillette, the best a man can get. By Bud Light, if you want great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. By United, the airline that's uniting the world is proud to be Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies. By Head & Shoulders Dry Scalp and Dry Scalp 2-in-1, because beautiful hair can't have flakes. By the Discover card, it pays to discover the card that pays you back. And by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. Toyota, I love what you do for me.
Portland Trailblazers come into the stadium and get the win over the Bulls, 115-96. And our Chicago Bulls Budweiser player of the game is Corey Blount. A strong performance for the youngsters, 17 points, 15 rebounds, 7 of 13 from the field. He had 3 blocks. We had him for 4, that's what we thought, but officially he gets 3. And Johnny, another tough night for the Bulls here at home. And you made the point, they had a nice stretch of home games where you think maybe they can make up a little ground. The Knicks were going to the West Coast. Atlanta just made the trade. Maybe some things wouldn't quite work for them right away. But it's just been a tough road for the Bulls right now.
Well, it has been, and they come out here in the first quarter. The Bulls played pretty good. They trailed by 1 and really had an up-tempo game going. It was 32-31. But what did them in at the end was the 8 out of 15 three-pointers, and when they got their three-pointers, when the Bulls are making a run, 21 out of 26 from the free throw line. The Bulls only 14 out of 22. When it came to three-point field goal shooting, only 2 of them, and those were both by Scottie Pippen.
And so all of that hurts. You add it all up, and it's a tough night for the Bulls. Hey, before we run away for this break, let's take a look at leading scorers for the ball game. Clyde Drexler had 27 points, a big night for the old guy out of Houston. Cliff Robinson had 18. Rod Strickland with 16 points and 11 assists. Scottie Pippen for the Bulls with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Corey Blount 17 and 15 in replacement of Horace Grant. And Luke Longley had 14 points and 8 rebounds. Most of those came very early. So once again, Portland wins it 115-96. We'll take a break, come back. More coming up from the stadium in just a minute.
The amount you spend with your Discover card goes up. Your interest rate goes down with the Smart Rate program. So use the Discover card, where the percentages are always in your favor. And when it comes to Smart Rate, it pays to look for your pre-approved Discover card application. Sign it and send it back, because you can't get Smart Rate until you get your card. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back.
The RCA Home Theater with SRS gives you rich, powerful theater-like sound with no extra speakers or wires. When there's one in the neighborhood, you'll know it.
See the new RCA Home Theaters at Douglas, the TV giant.
Play the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery and you could win up to $1,000 every week for the rest of your life. That's every single week, every month, every year, for life. Imagine it, a lifetime of winning with just one scratch. Win for life. 1 ticket, $2, and win up to 6 times with a top prize of $1,000 a week for life. Got a second? Play this instant.
Portland gets the win, 115-96. Our producer director on Sports Channel is Tim Sutton. Graphics by Doug Stanton. And our executive producer is John Toohey. Chicago Bulls will take on the Atlanta Hawks. That's our next game on Sports Channel. We'll be on the air Tuesday night with the Eastern Conference leading Atlanta Hawks, currently 40-16. Tuesday night, our pregame show comes your way at 7. and the ball game at 7:30. Portland wins it 115-96 here at the stadium. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of Sports Channel. Let's go back to the studio. Now, once again, here's Steve Cashel.
All right, Tom and Johnny, thanks a lot. We'll see you on Tuesday night again at the stadium. Bulls and the Hawks. Let's take a look right now at our Schick close shave of the game. We go back to the first quarter for this one. Time winding down. Pete Myers to Bill Wennington for the jam just about as time expires. Portland only led by 1 after 1, but they led by 7 at the half, 15 after 3 quarters. They win this basketball game by 19. Bulls have lost 4 in a row. But coming up next, Sports Channel Report. Jim Blaney and I take you to 11 o'clock tonight. We'll show you Michael Jordan spring training. Also, all the high school basketball scores going on. Got the rest of the news from the NBA and the NHL and the sports news of the day. Stick around, folks. Sports Channel Report coming up next.
Way to Mexico, Jack Hammond picked up a stolen car and a beautiful hostage.
You kidnapped me with a candy bar?
Makes a handy weapon. Charlie Sheen, Christy Swanson, The Chase, rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
At the first tickly itch of athlete's foot, Desonex. Killing those grungy fungi before they get cracking and burning. Go get that can now, or else don't blame Desonex.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Bob. How's it going, man?
How's it going, man?
Great. Game's almost on. Got any Bud Light? Sorry, I'm fresh out.
Fresh out. Fresh out.
Well, I'm out of here.
Hide the Bud Light. Joe's coming over. Hide the Bud Light.
Big Mouth. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
Come on, where'd you hide the Bud Light?
It's in the garage. In the garage.
What do women admire most about men? Ever wonder why opposites attract? It starts with the genes. Class dismissed.
I just want to be remembered as a guy who enjoyed the game, played it 110%.
And 31 for MJ.
Always had something to prove, and when that challenge was in front of him, he stepped forward and proved it.
I love Chicago Stadium. I love the respect that you get there, the loyal fans that certainly show up and cheer you on, even when you're 15 or 20 points down. They want to see you work hard and possibly come back and win the game. You still have the faith, you have the ability to achieve what you want to achieve. You just got to believe in it. Spotlight's been very, very good to me. Hopefully I've been good to it.
Sports Channel, there when it counts.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Friday night edition of the Sports Channel Report. Along with Steve Cashel, I'm Jim Blaney. Something's got to be done, man. Drastic. I don't know. Maybe we get Saul or somebody from behind the cameras to do the pregame or something. You got to try something. Whatever's going on isn't working down there at the stadium.
Luke Longley started out like guns a-blazing.
Unbelievable.
12 points in the first quarter, but he wound up with 14 for the game.
Ain't going to cut it.
Yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong, but this thing will end. Trust me. With Scott Williams still suffering from the flu, Horace Grant a day-to-day because of the bad back. Bulls have to go out and just play with everything they have. And going against the Portland Trail Blazers is never easy, folks. Portland keeps coming off the bench, and they're a very, very tough basketball team to beat. First quarter, Steve Kerr can't hit, but look at this move by Luke Longley. Goes around 3 guys for the slam. As I said, Longley with 12 first quarter points really kept the Bulls in it. Portland only led by 1 after 1. And Rod Strickland to Mark Bryant. Portland led by 7 at the half. Third quarter, Rod Strickland takes it away from Scottie Pippen. Former DePaul star was just awesome tonight. Gets it over to Harvey Grant, who traveled, no call. Portland, though, led by 9. Later, Scottie Pippen takes the 3 and hit. They cut the lead to 10, but that's as close as the Bulls could get. Clyde Drexler was also just pouring him in from all over the place. He winds up tonight with 27. That 3 put Portland up by 2. Then Corey Blunt, the little jump hook, gave him 17 points for a new career high. Blunt added 15 rebounds. Luke Longley, as I said, 14. Pippen had 22. Cliff Robinson added 18. Doug Drexler's 27. Bulls lose big, and they've lost 4 in a row, and they're just 3-7 since the All-Star break. All right, let's move on. Bulls now head to Richfield, Ohio, where on Sunday they'll bump heads with the Cleveland Cavaliers once again. Game time, high noon. Our next Bulls game here on Sports Channel, Tuesday night, as the Bulls host the first-place Atlanta Hawks. Our coverage begins with our pregame show at 7 o'clock.
While the marquee teams in the NBA are struggling, such as the Bulls, there are teams that are on a tear. 2 of them met tonight at Market Square Arena. The Pacers had won 13 of their last 15 coming in. The Nets had won 16 of their last 23. And I'll tell you something, the Indiana Pacers are getting tough. How about Reggie Miller? Finally decides just to load it up and shoot it. Gives the Pacers a 31-23 lead. Second quarter, Pacers on a mini run, 6-0 Pooh Richardson to Antonio Davis for the jam. Pacers led it by 12, 41-29. Third quarter, same combo, Richardson to Davis. Pacers led it by 17 at that point. They win it by 16, 126-110. Derek McKee had 24 points in the game. Indiana has now won 14 of their last 16 games. 8 Pacers in double figures tonight. At one time, it was the top matchup in the league, but now it's a lottery pairing. The Lakers against the Celtics. After one period of play, LA led by 3. Second quarter, Dino Raja with the jumper from the corner of the lane. Celtics led it by 1. Then Sedale Threet launches it up for Doug Christie. Does a nice job with the body control. Puts it in. Lakers led 54-48 at the half. Third quarter, Sherman Douglas. Look at this bounce pass. On the money to Ed Pinckney. He misses, but Dino Raja there with the follow. Boston led it by 1 after 3. Fourth quarter, Boston pulls away. X-Man to Ed Pinckney. He misses, but Raja there to put it in. He had a career high 36 points. Celtics win it by 10, 109-99. The long drought is over, Celtics fans. After 13 games, the Celtics finally pick up a victory. Elsewhere in the NBA tonight, San Antonio wins by 8 over the Clippers. San Antonio 24-5 at home so far this season. David Robinson, no SI cover jinx for him. 41 points tonight to lead all scorers in the game. Orlando playing at Denver, tied up at 84 in the fourth quarter. Orlando has won 8 of their last 9 games. And speaking of streaks, the Phoenix Suns leading Minnesota by 7 in the fourth. Phoenix 19-0 lifetime against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rod Strickland and Clifford Robinson of the Blazers are facing misdemeanor battery charges here in Chicago. The 2 players were arrested and charged early this morning after an incident in a McDonald's parking lot. Spurs forward Dennis Rodman is facing a 1-game suspension for headbutting John Stockton of the Jazz on Wednesday. Rodman is also being fined $5,000.
Well, the White Sox are filling seats down in Sarasota, but now they have to start playing some good baseball. Though with Michael Jordan in uniform, fans are going to come out no matter what and stay until the end, just as they did today in the White Sox exhibition opener at Ed Smith Stadium as they met the Texas Rangers. Scary moment in the first. Tim Raines at the plate. Kevin Brown off the shin right there. Raines, he did walk off in his own power. He's day-to-day. Alex Fernandez, awesome for the Sox in his 3 innings. 4 Ks, including this one on Jose Canseco. He also walked nobody in those 3. But Scott Ruffcorn was roughed up. In the 5th, he was rocked. Will the Thrill Clark takes him right up the middle. 2 RBI, made it 4-0 Texas. Then finally in the 7th inning, fans had something to cheer about. Michael Jordan steps to the plate. Count of 1-2. Michael, the short roller. Now watch the speed. Does the pitcher touch him? Well, look at this. The first base umpire says, "You're safe, Michael," but the home plate umpire overruled it. Michael was out. He's 0 for 1 in the season. The bad news, Texas all over the White Sox, 9-0 Sox with just 4 hits. Scott Ruffcorn was hit with the loss after giving up 6 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks in an inning and 2/3. You know, one of the concerns in Sox camp this spring is the lack of a left-hander in the bullpen, especially with the loss of Scott Radinsky before today's game. Sports Channel's Tom Paciorek talked with Sox manager Gene Lamont about the bullpen situation.
Last year too, we were looking for one when we started spring training, but we need one that can get lefties out. You know, that's what we used Rad mostly as. Couldn't use him much longer than that because we wanted to pitch every night if possible. We have some candidates, but we're just not going to have left-handers down here to say we have left-handers. They're going to have to do a job down here and hopefully keep going during the season.
Well, who are the leading guys for that left-handed spot? Good change.
Well, right now, you know, I think Wally Ritchie,
yes, he did.
Dennis Cook, Brian Givens has shown a good arm down here, and Larry Thomas has kind of surfaced again because of the fact that we do need lefties.
How about Jose De Leon is going to be out for a while, and I know Scott Sanderson is in camp. Scott looks like he's throwing the ball pretty well. I saw him throwing on the side today.
Yeah, I've seen him throw a couple times on the side. He looks like he's throwing real well. You know, he did win 11 games last year. The thing, Tom, is what happened when first we lost Rad, and it made Kirk McCaskill that much more important in the bullpen. And I thought maybe Jose De Leon gave us protection for our young guys trying to make the rotation. And then when he went down, we just didn't really have anybody to protect those guys. So we just can't give somebody the 5th spot in rotation by default. So we brought Scott in. Like you said, he looks in great shape, throwing the ball well, and he's won a lot of big league games. And he might not be an 8 or 9 inning pitcher, but he can usually give you 6 pretty good ones, and that's not too bad.
Lamont gets another chance to work the bullpen tomorrow as the White Sox and Rangers play again. This one's at Port Charlotte. Our next Sox exhibition here on Sports Channel comes your way Sunday afternoon. Sox meet the Texas Rangers again. Our coverage begins at noon. Well, the White Sox did make some news after today's game as they renewed the contract of pitcher Jason Beret for 1 season while signing 5 other players to 1-year contracts, including Wilson Alvarez, Matt Marullo, Warren Newson, Jeff Schwartz, and Larry Thomas. Jim?
In the Arizona desert, the Cubs are already ahead of last year's pace because after 1 exhibition game, Ryne Sandberg is still healthy. You may recall 1 year ago in the Cubs lid lifter, Sandberg took a pitch on the hand and broke a bone. History did not repeat, much to the relief of Cub fans. Cubs had a good day in the desert against the Giants. 7-2, Cubs win it. Sammy Sosa, a huge day. 2 homers, 5 RBI. Sean Dunston also hit a homer as the Cubs pound out 14 hits on the Giants pitchers. When we come back, the Hawks will bask in the warm glow of the Flames, but first, bask in the glow of baseball exhibition scores.